All right, welcome back to the Okotoks Curling Club YouTube page. Our feature game this afternoon is the Excel Cup men's final. We have Davies from Edmonton curling out of the Saville Center against Team Burton. They are also from up north. So, Battle of the North on sheet 2, our feature matchup. For our girls' final, we have Team Richards, also from Edmonton, out of the Saville Center, against Team DeSchiffert, who won their last game on the feature sheet. So that should be a good one. Yeah. So, just waiting for opening rocks to be on their way. Team Burton is the higher seed team, so they had choice of hammer and color. So. And I am joined today by James Balance commentating with me. So, how are you today?
Good, you?
Oh, not too bad. It's always a good day. Yeah. Good championship Sunday.
How's Kai McCauley, mixed provincial champion?
Yeah, you know, it was a fun time last year, winning. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
The Schiffer game already underway. It was hit in the first end, it seems.
It looks like both teams just took an extra minute there to have a good team chat about potentially rocks and paths. We've seen ice has been very consistent this weekend, but it has been challenging to read and execute correctly on. We've seen a lot of small mistakes on weight control and ice, so just a good moment there to take a time and get all four players and the coach on the same page. So we're about to see the opening rock here thrown by Adam, the lead for Team Davies. Should be a good game between these two. Burton got through in playoffs by going 3-1 in round robin play and beating Team Dirkskin from Saskatchewan earlier this morning. And Team Davies was the fourth place seed, going 2-2 in pool play, and going in an extra end this morning against Elsingheimer to play here in the final. So it should be a really good game between these two teams.
Both of you, hard.
Nice opening shot there, draw to the 4-foot. Just one more look at the path. Good opportunity to see what it would do.
Beauty from the Nog Dog there.
Yeah, we can probably expect a pretty clean end. Both these teams like to play pretty defensive in the first end. Just really warm up that sheet. Yeah. So probably see a couple of hits and rolls, maybe a couple draws, but wouldn't be too shocked if we have a blanked end. James, you ever throw up two guards here? Go for it in the first end?
No.
We're absolutely not.
I don't. I like hitting things. I don't know. I like hearing rocks bang, and I like throwing them hard.
I mean, can't go wrong with that. You do enjoy a nice crisp bang.
Yeah, sure. Another beauty.
Push. Keep it up the line. Keep it up the line.
Yeah, very consistent throwers here. Both front ends and leads are really strong curlers. Not afraid to play the aggressive game in guards and draws, but they can also make their nice hits. So really good to see.
Yeah, I know this Aiden Schneider, I've known him for a long time now.
Yeah.
He's always been very good curler.
Yeah. Fun fact about Aiden Schneider, I spared for him in U18 provincials a couple years ago. And I wore his jersey during the game. It barely fit me, and I have yet to return it.
Oh,
it is still in my closet.
Well, after this game, you might be able to sell it for some money.
I think so. I might have to get the autograph.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
you've had some success on the tour this year on your men's team. It's been a couple up and downs, but I think you guys are handling it pretty good. So want to speak to what you guys have coming up next? Any big events coming up?
We got Beaumont here next week. And
Clean.
we got Beaumont and the Aztec spiel here.
Clean.
Hopefully
Clean.
not going to provincials, I don't believe.
Clean. Whoa.
Because
You're
we
good.
might be or not provincial, sorry, play down.
10-3.
Yeah,
So should be qualifying through points, which
nice.
should be nice.
That's good.
So not too many events left for me this season, but just Beaumont. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, Team Whiff. We had a go here this weekend. Ended up 2-2 and
Let's go.
lost the LSD tiebreaker to Team Davies to be eliminated a hair early. But we have a couple weeks off here in December to practice. I myself have a couple big doubles events coming up. So I head down to Lethbridge December 27th for adult mixed doubles provs with my partner Claire Booth.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
Not very good curler as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be good. Quite excited for that. How is it for you watching junior curling now that you've just aged out and you are the just recent junior provincial champ? So how does it feel watching these events and seeing the caliber of the teams now that you're aged out?
I don't know. I believe everybody's pretty good.
Yeah.
Whoa. My bad.
So you can always learn more.
10-4. Nice throw.
I don't know. I don't know. I think these junior teams are really good. I'm still one of them, really, myself. But I don't know. I don't find the men's game to be too much different, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clean. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, looks like we have a
Oliver.
good sweep here.
That's my bad. Sorry about
Yeah, just a little bit of the misread there by
Sorry.
Kinley
Yeah.
on the read. Just ended up rolling the shooter out of play, but still eliminated the red rock, so not a bad outcome overall.
So, tell me about how joining the UC Dinos has helped you as a curler.
It's been huge.
Yeah.
The coaching staff and having access to the tools and resources has been huge for just like the development of
Line's good.
our team overall and the individual curlers. So, for example,
Line's
I'm
good.
lucky enough that every Wednesday, whenever Jocelyn, Peterman, or Brett
Line's
Grant
good.
are not in events, I get to work
Time's
with them
possible.
on technical
Yeah.
and all that. And then we
16.
practice every Thursday with Lainey
Hard
Peters
boys.
or Heather Rogers. So just having those
Nice.
four
Good
key
sleep.
coaches who
16.
have years of experiences and stories and knowledge and wisdom has just been huge for our development.
Yeah.
Being a part of the varsity sports, we have access to athletic therapy, sports psychologists, and nutritionists, and the whole 9 yards. So it's just been really good developmental-wise, and having access to all the tools necessary to develop and grow as a curler
Yeah.
and an athlete. So
Are there any tools that you feel help curlers develop?
Sorry, good throw.
Like one of the past
10-7.
streams, I was talking about how lasers are pretty helpful. But anything?
yeah, I
you think of that are
mean,
pretty helpful?
I'm a really big fan of the lasers and film.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was saying.
Just the micro level of the little aspects of which in a delivery, depending on how you deliver a rock, you might not feel the little mistakes you could be making or little habits, but when you see them on a laser and camera, it just makes it that much easier to see and diagnose the issue and perhaps fix it. I also think off the ice sports psychology has become huge, especially in curling when it's just the four players out there and you can't sub in or bench.
Nice toss, bud.
There is no bench for you to sit on
10-6.
if
Good.
you're not feeling it. You have to be in the game mentally and physically. So I think sports psychology is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. And I think that's a key development for teams overall is to have a really good mental approach and mental strength for a 2 to 3 hour curling game, especially in a case like this. In a prestigious event, you're in the final, it's easy for emotions to get high. You know, you're a little tense. You're not quite there, and you're not quite as cool and calm and collected as you were earlier in the event. You could get some more misses and some mistakes. But I think both these teams are really good on that department, and they're going to approach this game pretty calm and confidently. So
just easy.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I believe Team Burton's been here before. So.
Yeah.
Is there anything you feel that makes you guys a top competitor against this U of A program here?
Yeah.
I think we're definitely a strong team. I think this year, it's been anyone's battle. There's definitely there's every junior team on the tour this year has had their ups and downs and had their strong events. So it's like anyone's game. But I think one thing that separates us is just the tools and resources we have access to.
Yeah.
And we are 4 very dedicated curlers who all 4 of us love the game through and through. So I think just our dedication and confidence out there will carry us through. And, had a rough weekend this weekend, but we'll always bounce back, have a good month for practicing, and fix a few things, iron a few things out, and I'm sure we'll be back and have a good next event. So.
Yeah. If you're not winning, you're learning.
Yep, exactly. Always a student of the game.
Looks like we may see a blank this end unless this rock's nosed.
Yeah, easy roll over.
Yeah, been a pretty simple end so far. A lot of hits being played.
It's easy, yeah.
But to be expected at a men's final, especially. We saw that in this morning's game too. The first end was a blank. Just gets you that opportunity to really break the sheet in and wear out any frost or paths that haven't been broken in during your practice. So good for both teams to get their legs under them and break in the ice.
Do you prefer to hit the first end, or do you prefer to junk it up the first end?
I'm a big fan of the hits.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more boring for viewers and players, but I find it allows you at one end of comfort. You don't want to get too aggressive early on and have a couple mistakes, and now you're down a couple.
For sure.
I think if you start with a nice clean first end, you can get your confidence up versus maybe a hair too aggressive, go down a couple early, and now you're chasing from the start.
Similar strategy, it seems, from the Richard DeSchiffert game.
Yeah.
That is true. Just easy.
Yeah, had a blanked end over on sheet 3 for the girls, so.
Wasn't quite paying attention, but this rock was almost nosed. Davies is going to hit it anyways because it is in the paint.
Got a fortunate little roll there.
It is in the paint. Close enough to split even. So.
Yeah.
Nice 10-5.
Yeah, don't want to take any risk here early on. So
no.
Davies likely just to hit it.
No.
Hopefully he'll roll his shooter into force Burton to play peel, but
this team's pretty risk adverse. So
I think that's one thing that definitely separates some of the teams is risk management and deciding when it's worth the risk of going for the bigger end versus the safer, more likely to make shots. So Davies definitely one of the stronger teams on their risk management side.
Oh Lord. Weird. Okay.
Bit of a missed throw there, a little tight on the line, but getting rid of the rock was not bad. So we're just going to see, can we throw a hit weight through the house, get a look at a new path, and take the blank.
Just easy.
You think we're going to see a corner guard out of Burton next end, or do you think Burton's just going to wrap the center here?
Medium.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a delayed corner potentially. I think if Davies does throw up the center guard, I could see Burton throw up the corner. If Davies slides in, though, I think Burton will elect to hit and then potentially throw up a corner guard on second, or leads. The seconds first or the lead second rock. prestigious event with a very nice trophy case. So, yeah, but, you know, the best teams out there are able to focus on the game and one shot at a time. Takes all 4 players out there to make every shot. So just try not to think about the outcome of the game and all process right now.
This Team Davies, they've been in some high-end events. High-end games here over the last couple of years.
Zach was throwing 4 threes and they were coming up to top 8.
When it comes to playing
so I like that.
For sure. Especially Zach Davies recently coming off a UAT national title win. So Zach Davies is no stranger to some pressure games. So there we can see those are the 2 men's and women's Excel Cup
Line's
trophies.
good.
So quite a nice little trophy
Line's
case
good.
for both teams.
Room, running.
T-line. Also, is going to be playing for Team
Running.
in the
No, we're
4-1.
He's trying his best.
Yeah.
Got a 4-1.
He'll be on his way over.
Sorry, Adam.
A bit of a missweep there. Let that rock slide a hair back.
Pounded it out of his hand.
They just jumped it a bit.
Zach?
4-1.
Thank you. 4-1.
But good ownership there on the sweepers, realizing that they may have jumped that rock a bit early and should bounce back. Being behind T, though, you do give Burton the opportunity to throw the corner guard now. So
it's also hard here for Davies to throw another center. He almost has to throw it in here just because of where that rock ended up.
Yeah, I do believe Davies is going to have to play pretty tight to the house now. And this one looks pretty good. It's going to stop right there. Nice tight corner guard.
We are putting. Yeah.
Really strong
Line's
showing
good.
this weekend from the U of A teams. Both
Line's
men's
good.
and women's making it to the finals. Pretty
Top
impressive.
8.
So
Line's good. Ronan's
Top 8,
rock.
top 4. Full 4.
Line's good.
Top 4, T. Top 4.
Ronan's rock.
These U of A teams put in a lot of work.
Line's fine.
yeah, very dedicated curlers.
No.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Okay,
Really
nice
nice.
toss.
Nice draw there by Adam.
Perfect
4-7.
rotations. Look at that.
Easy.
Identical line.
Yeah.
It's huge. Forces.
I don't.
I think Kinley's electing to just play the double here. Might be trying to get out of some trouble early. All right, so we know you like to hit things. But what is your favorite curling shot to throw?
Oh, I like the cross the top, like triple.
Yeah, okay.
When you're throwing the double peel across the top.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Just
it's got to be one.
pop
of my
the other hand.
favorites.
That's fair. That is
you?
a fun shot. I am a huge fan of a run back on the nose to stuff.
Yeah.
Run backs, nose runs are my favorite.
Very satisfying.
Yeah.
Love doing that.
Although they are probably the shot that make me the most upset when I miss.
Yeah.
So, the love for the shot comes and goes.
Clean.
Oh, a little bit lateral.
Whoa.
Close.
Good run stuffs from Team Fenton there yesterday.
Yeah, Team Fenton from BC this week. They were very clutch on their run backs this week.
Yes, very good hitting team on that one.
10-6. Go medium here, bigger roll. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Oliver. Hard, Oliver. Hard. Roll on top. That's okay too. 9-6. A little bit, yeah.
Same weight. Yep.
This final's got some good viewership behind the glass. We got
Yeah.
a lot of players who have
Okay.
exited the event early, sticking around to watch these two games. So it's nice to see the support and the camaraderie between the teams on and off the ice. All these teams, you know, currently being such a tight-knit community, everyone knowing anyone, it's kind of a fun event to see some guys from BC, Saskatchewan. Don't get to see them too often, so nice event to have them here. Stick around after their games.
Shout out to some of those teams. They played really well.
Yeah.
Mentally making an insane
Good call, Zach.
goals run
Nice sweeping.
around the horn triple.
Yep.
Can't even believe I'm saying that. And
There you go,
Team
this way
Bowls
still.
put up a really good fight against the Schiffer here. So
Yeah, we've seen some really, really good curling from these teams, and it just goes to show how strong the junior field really is. I mean, anyone you just having to qualify for this event is a big factor, and it leads to the best of the best playing. So every game is won by 2 ends or 8 ends of battling.
It'll roll over, but yeah, well, easy gets the double too if you hit it on the nose.
Yeah, Oliver here trying to play a little hit and roll, might get lucky and catch the double at the back. Nice precise shot here for Nolan.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Really good curl.
Burton being a 5-man team, they always have that advantage of having one player who can be nice and rested up and not play every draw. So
just shoved it
it's
way
fun
wide.
to see their lineup change throughout the event. And it's kind of a fun fact. Team Whiff has never played a game against Burton when Nolan has been playing. So we are looking forward to a game potentially against Burton when Nolan is playing.
You got it.
seeing Davies peel the corner here.
Yeah, pretty defensive call here. Just eliminates any chance of Burton getting a rock hit.
Clean. Yep. Good.
So this is a shot a lot of the junior teams practice over and over. So
7-9.
no shocker there that it's made beautifully.
Push third.
It's looking like we might have another blank end here.
Yeah, starting to look that way. You saw both teams kind of go for it a little bit and play a little bit more aggressive, but when things weren't going their way, definitely bailed early, which is a good skill to have and able to recognize when it is time to bail.
Yeah, a lot of teams do this blank in the first couple ends of the game because they don't really have to start making moves until the later ends.
Good throw.
Yeah,
it's a good argument against the
11.
10-end games.
Yeah, curling being an 8-end game, it definitely allows you that wiggle room to delay the action and kind of push for points when you need to. And it's definitely not in the first 2 ends that you need to go for the big ends. So,
do you feel that playing 10-end games really gives you more time to come back, or do you just feel you're just blanking more ends?
Keep it there. Keep it there.
I feel like 10-end games you're more going to blank more ends at the start just because you really want to conserve your energy.
Nice.
Good sweep. Like as a curler,
Clock.
It
9.
A lot of viewers can't relate to the amount of energy mentally and physically that it takes to withstand even an 8-end curling game. I mean, these players are physically tired from sweeping and constantly throwing these rocks, but also the mental game of the strategy and the ice reading and weight judgment. It's a taxing game. So playing 10-end games, I feel like you're just gonna blank those first few ends just to conserve energy.
Yeah.
So I think 8 ends is the perfect number.
Yeah, me too.
Nolan a little bit. Nolan a little bit. All right, this is good.
Yeah, nice nose hit there from Team Burton.
Both these teams playing 3 games yesterday. Yeah, it's definitely wears you down for sure.
Yeah, definitely an interesting draw this weekend.
Yeah,
Every
easy.
team, in fact, ended up with a triple header yesterday. So
Yeah.
a lot of these teams were ready for bed. So definitely, I could see these teams looking forward to a nice drive home and then a good night's sleep tonight. So
Yeah, I think that's
I know there were some teams that were at the rink before 7 a.m. yesterday and they didn't leave until 8 p.m. So some long days for some of these athletes. But in the end, it's always worth it if you're winning. So
For sure.
yeah.
Nice kick, nice release.
Nice kick, nice release. Let's see it. I hear these U of A teams mentioning to have a good kick a lot.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where as a team you kind of just develop your hack chat, or like the chat between the throwers and the sweepers, and you all kind of develop and have these cues or these sayings that you say to each other just to like keep everyone calm, collected on the same page. So a nice kick there from Davies could just be that mental trigger to nice clean throw. They all know they can throw a great rock, so just to rely on that, trust yourself, trust your team, and
Is there anything you say to your skip in the hack, I guess?
Well, I know I'm a third, so I'm in the house. But the last thing I always say to the throwers or Ken when he's leaving the house is positive note. Usually you got this, or nice and clean. Just a little quick positive note, just to get them in the right mental.
Much.
Yeah.
Don't want to say too little.
Yeah, just a nice mental note that shows that you know they got it, and try and get them to be confident with their throw.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, based on the style and the curling shots we've seen this week, any player here can make any and all kinds of crazy shots. So they should all be out there playing with the confidence they need to make these shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. You almost think this is max then? This should be good.
No, I think it's close.
Yeah.
So definitely shaping up to be a blanked end here. Davies simply just has to eliminate this yellow, and Burton will have to peel it out of there to get his blank, but both teams very familiar with these two shots coming up.
Solid. We're medium again.
Yeah, so just a nice nose hit there by Davies, as can be expected. So Kinley will try and peel that red out of there to get his blank.
Looks like over on sheet 3 there, we got DeSchiffert hitting for 2.
Yeah, it looks like Richards threw a hit and roll, tried to bury behind two center guards, and just overrolled.
Yeah.
Those hits and rolls are so precise and where you have to hit the rock with the right weight that it's easy to underroll or overroll like that. But still, not a gimme deuce, but should be.
This DeSchiffert team's good.
Yeah, they've been on fire this weekend. They are 5-0 currently. So see if they can make this hit for 2.
With 3 players.
Yeah, been playing 3-man all weekend. Their fourth Morgan is actually out of town playing with their college team. Bit of an unexpected miss there by Emma DeSchiffert.
Sadly,
it was
jinx.
We might have. Looks like it'll be a steal of 1, maybe 2 even. Just played that hit a little cute to that guard and ended up just poking them in a little bit. So
because we had it forced. Okay. Right? This would be a good end to do that. Gotcha.
Burton did indeed get their blanked end in the second, so their score remains 0-0. And
I think we can. Yeah, I think we can. But it's tight. If it's in, it's fine.
Another big aspect of the game here, especially in juniors, is being able to bounce back after a miss. I mean, still juniors. We're not. No one here is Botcher or Kui yet, so there's going to be the odd miss. Might be for a couple points here and there, but got to bounce back, make your next one, and move on. So Team DeSkiffert's no stranger to that either. I'm sure she'll bounce back quickly and get right back in it.
That team they'll be in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and what a shot she had to make to even get to the final against Bulls.
Yeah.
She made a
all day
slash to the can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ended up eliminating.
Yeah. Had to avoid a jam too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot to take the win over Bulls. So.
Yeah. And Bulls played a great game though.
Yeah, Bulls had a great weekend, going 4-0 in pool play, and just played DeSkiffert and just couldn't quite pull it out.
Yeah. Definitely deserves to be in the final, that team too.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams here, anyone could win it, so it's just good to see a good game. But all teams here got to be exhausted, so it's all about the endurance they built up and trained for. So,
Line's good.
Yeah.
Line's good. Got room. Got room. Rotor if you can.
Half tight. Tight. You can knife it. You can knife it.
6-4. Me and Ronan. Go. Go.
Gotta love the new.
Okay.
Great
That one's on.
Biting the center line, so cannot be ticked with the no-tick rule. And what a knowledge of sweeping there by the Team Davies, deciding to knife the rock instead of plow it or sweep it for distance, just to get that line right, because biting the center line on those center guards is crucial now with that no-tick rule. So Burton will be forced to try and draw behind it, it looks like.
What? Oh, 6-4. I already told you. We made eye contact and you nodded at me.
Curl. Really got to curl. Really got to go, boys. Hard, boys.
Yeah, great
very
line
half,
there.
Very half. Good sweep.
Yeah, really good spot. Getting half buried. Full top
Just
eight.
kind of floated it out a little bit.
Good spot.
15-2.
Like we're going to see Nogler chase this yellow here.
Yeah, probably playing a softer weight, probably close to hacker board, and just try and push it out of the rings and roll the shooter off to the wing. So, pretty precise shot here from the lead, but
he's pretty good at these.
The Nog Dog can do it.
Nog Dog can do it.
We have seen him do it before.
We've seen a couple curl here.
Like we were saying earlier, the ice this weekend's been really good and consistent, but a bit tricky to read for the sticks and thirds and the teams. And
really nice.
Really beautifully managed and played there. Yeah, would have probably liked to roll just a little bit more to avoid giving them the hit and roll back, but all in all, a beautiful throw.
Yeah. Great sweep to get that by as well.
Yeah, it's a great team shot there. Well managed, well called, well thrown. So. Always going to get the best outcome when your team's all on the same page like that.
Room. Whoa, really got to curl.
All right, Aiden Schneider trying to respond with a hit and roll back.
Yep,
outside end's been running a little bit.
Just running a bit here. Curling, going for the curl. Hits, rolls, just not quite enough. Would have liked to curl up another inch or so.
Yeah. Just a 10-5.
Okay, looking for a 10-5 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, both teams practice so much, especially on their hits, that they like to pick their weights, and they're usually really close to hitting their mark. So, see if he's able to do that here.
Been paying a lot of attention to Team Davies' rotation.
Clean.
And
Clean.
Their team
Hard.
is almost perfect.
Hard.
Five,
Clean.
5 1/4
Whoa.
rotations.
Close.
Yeah,
Clean,
it's
roll.
definitely a big advantage
Clean,
for them
hard.
that they all throw very similar,
Hard.
release the rock very similar.
No, no,
You tend to
whoa,
see that
sit.
with teams that are all local and live
That's my bad.
in the same community and get practice together more often than those separated by distance.
Got a 10-8 on that.
You
Yeah,
get the
so
board.
really,
I
really
don't mind
close
board.
on the way.
You
within
got like
tolerance for
almost
sure.
all of it.
Yeah,
If you like hack, then I can throw hack. But
No, board kid.
Gotta get it out, right?
Yeah.
Like a hair more.
Okay, we're looking for hack, so 12-5.
have a touch more.
Yeah, I think they've
This-
actually
this
elected to
sheet's
go
the
with.
swing-
I
this is
think
the swinging
the
sheet that we
sweepers
played on, so.
have convinced Kinley to throw more like more
Nice board here.
board weight at this, just because they'd
Might be a
like to eliminate that red
it's
and
a
not get
plan.
too cute to that red guard. So
No.
fairly precise hit and flop here by Nolan, but
No, you can do it.
yeah, right
Board
weight at
up.
the broom and you can do it. It's got to be close if they're just cleaning.
Whoa! Whoa!
Got an 11-8.
Yeah,
Sit
so weight was close.
Yeah,
It
that's good for
just
board.
yeah.
11-4.
They swept it like it was close, and it just straightened out
Yeah.
at the end. So it didn't quite
Like medium.
act as the way they thought it would.
Yeah.
But a nice roll to the wing, making it, putting the pressure on Davies here.
Sure.
Clean.
Clean. Close. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Clean. Hard. Clean. Whoa.
You always
Clean.
know it's close when you're
Whoa,
when
whoa,
your
big
skip
roll, big
and
roll, big roll.
thrower
Hard.
are both calling
More.
close. And then yes. So what a beautiful roll there, getting half
Nice
tucked
throw.
around that guard top four.
Hack.
A little more rocks in play this end.
Similar ice what we just had.
still playing a bit more of a hit preferred
Yeah.
game, so still playing pretty
It's just
defensive.
similar to what
But
we just
still
had.
early in the game, so
I think that's good there. He
don't
just
be
gave the same at
surprised if they
first,
keep
so
playing pretty
So
defensive
just some weight
until
off
the
here.
later
Nice
half of
hack.
the game.
Yeah, we've seen the spot a little bit straight. So we'll see. Should run nice and good here.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of rocks running this path, and they've all
Board.
thrown
Whoa!
the similar
Board.
weight, so
Clean.
should know exactly how it runs here.
Whoa! Curl! Really gotta go!
You had good weight.
I gotta hear a weight call. That was 11-5.
Yeah, just a bit of a
Yeah.
miscommunication there. You hear that from
Make it
Kinley.
nice
They
and
just
around
didn't
you.
quite get a weight call from the sweeper, so didn't know how to call it. That's one thing too.
Think
As
we
a sweeper
Christmas
myself,
tree
I'm
you
seeing
gotta-
just a draw this
it's
way.
very important is
But
to
we
keep that
could try.
communication up with your skip in the house and let
Yeah.
them know exactly where that rock is weight-wise, so that they can call the best possible line.
Yeah.
But you don't see that too often from this team.
Just
a bit of
don't-
that miscommunication
Not
there.
to get
So,
past the guard to cross.
but push that rock behind T line, so it is in a much better spot, fully accessible
Yeah.
right now. So, and they still have hammer, so they can always bail and get their one.
I think that was a lot less.
No.
Are you noticing anything
Yeah.
with these U of A teams that
Yeah,
they're
that nice
doing
flat five
that
was really close.
gets them into these finals that other junior teams should be doing maybe?
I don't think it's anything doing differently, if I'm being honest, but I think they're
Okay.
just very consistent.
Yeah.
And they practice, and like, they practice
Light.
over and
Line's
over
good,
again.
got
They're very
room.
dedicated,
Weight's
so they're
down.
very consistent.
Weight's down. Yeah,
team.
you can hit it.
Room.
Hit it. Hit it.
I think another thing too is
Okay, top 8.
the
Line's
LSD
good.
events
Top 12.
like this
Line's
is very
good.
Top
important.
12.
Tight.
So
Top 12.
it's just they practiced that LSD and they were able to capitalize on
Top
that,
12.
and
Good, boys.
that is
Top
how
eight.
they secured their spot in
12.
playoffs, was based on their LSD total.
Yeah.
So I think they just did that very well this weekend, and
Nice shot.
And they stuck with it. And
yeah, this is a
Right
team that
here.
never gives up, and
Okay.
they were in some trouble early on in the round robin like pool
So,
play,
yeah,
and they
flat five with
fought
a
it out,
major
went
bag
2 and
would've
2,
been
got
good.
themselves in a tiebreaker spot, and secured the spot with a good LSD. So
Yeah.
definitely good to see a junior team that doesn't give up early or quit when things get tough. They grinded out and played it out and won a few key games and
yeah.
secured a spot, and then had a really strong semifinal against Elzingheimer. So yeah, it's good to see. They're a really consistent and team that never gives up. So it's just speaks to their personality and mental side of the game.
Yes, 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 yes. Roll, roll. Good roll.
Nice shot there by Team Burton. A nice hit and flop.
Fine, C.
Davies can now play pretty aggressive and go for that freeze.
If he plays this freeze here, when Davies goes to throw out of the lefty hack, this is going to be almost fully buried for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big thing that not a lot of people think about is just the difference, but your view difference and like shot difference when you're throwing from the right hack or the left hack. So
still agree, it's the shot.
Yeah. Definitely a precise team shot here, but if they're able to capitalize, it'll put the pressure right back onto Burton.
Yeah. Ronan's made some great draws this week, so.
Weight's all there right now. T back 4, back 4, back 8.
Tight.
Back 4, back 8.
Sweepers are calling it a hair heavy early, so don't want to go on it too much, but forced to go for line here.
It's a perfect rotation on this one here.
Right off. No, right off.
Great rock.
Attaboy, nice toss.
Really good throw.
4-1.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Rip it.
Yeah, if you're Burton here, I think pressure's on you right now, so I would be against opening up that
Half
front.
rock on the top.
I think you can get at least 2 gone with peel weight if you get a little lucky and catch the one on the top.
I do love the cross the top triples.
This is what you're talking about.
I do love them.
If only they allowed celebrity shots out there, you'd be out there throwing this one for them.
Maybe.
I think you play it.
I think we should do that more often. Get a little
right?
celebrity shot action.
Yeah, well, halftime.
Yeah, a little. You get one a game.
Yeah.
Get to bring in whoever you want.
Yeah.
You know, Team Whiff this weekend, we have Lainey Peters behind the glass coaching us. I'd be more than happy to bring her in for a celebrity shot once in a while.
Yeah, we're going to have a stout and spinner competition.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Bring some excitement to the games.
Exactly.
Although the way these two teams are playing, I don't know if we need any more excitement.
Really gotta go. Really hard.
Gotta hold it here for the peel if they want to get more than just the one. And they will end up just over curling and getting the single peel.
This is ideal.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I would agree.
I think biting center, like, or even a shade off, if anything, because we want to make sure. I think if anything, we don't want to leave him a nose double, right?
Yeah, good conversation here in the house between Zach and his third here. You don't want to give Burton the out card here too early because currently the end is in Davies' favor and the pressure is on Burton to make a couple great ones. So really got to be precise with your rock positioning here.
The steal is in play here, and giving up steals is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like all of
a shade less. A broom head less. Yeah, we're in second. Because we want to be just biting center line.
Okay.
Yeah, halfway.
Got you.
Or sorry. Okay. Even just a shade off center line is fine. Yeah. Nice kick. Good release here.
So we're probably going to see a nice team shot here.
High guard.
Down.
Got to be pretty precise from the
Half
throw
high.
and the judging of the line call here. So
Half.
Half, just half.
we'll see some good communication throughout the shot.
Just half.
Carve it over.
Hard. Get it over.
Carve it.
Great sweep.
Carve it.
Great sweep.
More.
Just didn't curl up like they thought it would here, so might have actually exposed that nose double. seen a couple teams this weekend get burnt by under curling or over curling. It's just a bit of a tricky read out there this weekend. So it really comes down to who can read the ice the quickest and the most accurately.
Yeah, the center line's been a little
medium.
tricky.
Yeah, her low.
If he's a little
like
wide
barely.
of the center line, it might run a little straighter. And if he's crosses
little
the
low,
center
that's all.
line here, it might curl.
Yeah, and this is why it's very important to have a very consistent throw, especially on that rotation, which Davies is so good at, is just being able to throw everything so consistently so you can actually see the pass and get a good read. Because if you're a little strong on one and a little soft on the other, those two rocks are going to run completely different also. So you don't want too many
medium
factors in the shot.
Whoa!
Oh, this is looking
This
good.
is looking real good here. Oh, just misses the double and actually skinnies their back one. Almost out. Stick around as a biter, but really unfortunate there that it just overcurled that inch.
He's got
It's game of inches.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, with both teams being such high caliber junior teams.
If we go here,
those little inches.
Double. Pardon?
Who's on the right
well,
side
doesn't
of
it jam?
Well, that's what I think.
That could be a disaster outcome.
I think they're worried about him maybe using this yellow corner.
It's not great either.
Do you ever throw a guard of some sort?
Oh.
We could.
You know,
I don't know if it would do much.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
there's a couple
this
possibilities
is a good way
ways
to
that
put the
Burton
pressure
can get
on
at that
and
shot
keep
rock,
it
so
safe.
Davies
Okay.
has to put a rock here.
You know?
Yep, I agree.
Decent spot to avoid
Get one real nice here.
giving up 2, maybe even 3 with that back yellow
Just
sticking around.
Same thing. Don't.
Yeah.
Right. Just lock it on.
Schiffer looking for a skipper's deuce
almost-
here. And then
Just
3.
a shade more ice. So
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah, like that.
Just trying to bounce back after the
Perfect
last
draw.
end. Yeah, really nice throw there.
Yeah, they've been making great shots this week.
Yeah. Lots of discussions here. I think we just have a coach's interaction called by Rob Krebs here just to discuss this shot a little bit further. I think Zach Davies is more inclined to throw a pretty aggressive call here, but Rob may want to just talk about it and talk about some different placements. So we'll go over to sheet 3 for a little bit while coaches interact over here.
I don't think he's got a finish.
Emma just threw that rock that you see there back forward. Just ran a little bit deeper than they would have liked. That line was great.
Oh, we got it buried, I think.
Yeah, getting buried was the biggest thing there. I mean, Richards is looking like they're sitting second and third shot, maybe in fourth. So getting buried in that line was very important there.
Yeah, they do curl in nice here. So
Yeah, Richards does have the opportunity to put the pressure back onto Emma if she's able to put this one top button, even back frozen to it. It'll force Emma to make a really nice shot for her, single or deuce.
this Richards team is playing pretty well. Last game I saw her make some nice cross-house doubles.
Yeah, I mean, both teams on the women's side have been very consistent. Both teams in that final are undefeated teams, so definitely know you're going to get yourselves a good game when neither team has suffered a loss in a weekend. So,
Sure.
see what Richards can do here. Both sweepers look like they're going pretty good on it, but they seem to like the weight. It's all about the line now.
Yeah.
Gotta call it pretty close. Really good shot. Just would have liked it to curl up a little bit more, but weight was really good there.
Yeah. Might be able to get a little draw tap.
Yeah, I think you got to play it pretty cute, but I think the deuce is in fact in play. But got to be pretty cautious here, as you wouldn't want to be a touch wide and stuff that yellow onto your red, as it is shot rock right now. So you got to be a little careful, but play it pretty cute, and you might be able to squeeze your deuce out. All right, and back over to our main sheet. Zach Davies has made his call, and it looks like
He's electing to split the house, I believe.
I think they're just going to split the house and force Burton to make a nice
Weight's
shot
close.
here for
Weight's all there
a
right
single.
now.
Just make sure it's behind
Back.
T.
No, weight's good. T.
Gotta be beat.
Back
Gotta be
T.
beat.
Back 4. T. T. Back 4. Back 4.
Here,
Back
that,
8.
If you ever
Roll in.
accidentally slip top 4,
Gotta be
you can
second.
leave a double for
No.
which not
Yeah,
the
definitely
ideal.
would rather be back, as you see there.
Yeah, this is great. Great shot.
Nice toss, Zach.
Yeah, it's in a good spot. There's no double.
Nice.
And
Sorry,
we'll
sleeping.
first
4-7.
force.
Looks like we got a
Kinley.
good one from the Schiffert coming.
Yeah, let's see this cute draw tap for the 2.
Oh, look at this.
What a pistol.
Yeah, great shot.
Great shot there for her, dude. So like I said, just saw her bounce back after missing the shot last end to give up the steal of 2, and bounce back and just got her deuce right back to put them up tied. So really good to see that from that young team.
15. His last one was like 14-2.
Yeah, you can see those high fives all around. All 3 players and their coach very happy that they got that deuce back. And on our feature sheet, Kinley has to play a cute draw tap for 1. Similar to the shot Emma just threw.
Look up.
A little bit
Keep
more
looking up.
difficult because their tapping is fully buried. Gotta go for weight here. Calling it a little light. If they get by this yellow, this would be pretty good.
Got a 15-1 on this.
Yeah, so great line, great throw, just a little bit light, so the sweepers couldn't quite get it there. So it'll be a steal of 1 for Davies after 3.
I think we're going to see
Tight
the
or
corner
soft,
guard from Burton.
Yeah, I
here.
could see Burton go for it here. I mean, they're in a pretty good spot. Down 1 with hammer and the even ends is a spot most teams are very comfortable with and like to be in. So definitely not out of the race. A bit of an unfortunate end there and a few key misses and makes by Team Davies.
In
But
this situation,
all in all, it's still a really good game in anyone's game right now.
I think
So
he's going to hit it.
good to see.
When we do that, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that
And we
roll
get
back to
hammer
center.
and the evens.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody's rocks
Yep.
are good. Your 7, of course, is the little bit straighter and quick.
For sure.
Yeah.
Really good awareness there by Team Davies. They just, you heard in that
I like
little
that. Sounds
hog line meeting, they discussed path weights and their rocks. They
yeah.
just established that maybe rock 7 is a bit different from the others. So it's definitely a good awareness thing for teams to have.
Yeah, I curl here locally, and I know these rocks quite well. I've noticed a lot of these teams have been switching around specific rock, like that red 7 there. It seems like it's been a little bit of a trend this weekend, but what I'm seeing is, for the most part, it has
low
been
with this
running
rock. Yeah.
just
My
okay.
bad, sorry.
If anything, these teams are almost throwing it a little bit differently, thinking it's going to react a little different. But
Yeah, I think we've seen that across the board in some teams. You know, one end they just kind of get an icky feeling about a rock. Might not love the way it ran. It could have been the way they threw it. Could have been the ice. Could have been the rock. But I think they're more inclined just to ditch the rock, give it to their lead.
yeah, you don't want it in your head.
And just get out of your head. I think
I fell there.
90% of the time, I would say
Line's
it is
good.
in the thrower's head.
Yeah.
But there's that odd time where it is that
Line's
rock,
good.
and you don't want
Will's
that to
rock.
factor into your game.
For
So
sure, yeah.
by giving that rock
Line's good.
down your lineup, usually to your lead,
Wait
just gives
only.
you that clear sense of mind, and
Will's
you know
rock. 5-1.
gotta like your
Full
rocks that
four,
you're
boys.
throwing.
Hard, boys. Full 4. Hard. Hard.
Sorry, Adam.
So you're talking
5-1.
about this U of A team. They do 5 rotations to stop, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you guys also do 5 rotations to stop, or do you look for more rotations?
Our team tends to get about 4.5
Okay.
rotations to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just a hair lighter, but we just have a bit more of like that positive set release. So
Yeah.
rocks
Whoa,
tend to just
whoa,
travel a little bit
by the
more.
way.
So
No.
that
Hard
little bit less
line.
rotation we don't find really
Hard
as
line.
a factor.
Yep.
Keep going. You got it.
Whoa, yep, roll.
Hard roll. Every.
Do you guys slide
that's not bad.
tight
Good
on purpose, or are you sliding at the broom? How tight are you sliding?
We tend to try and be straight up. So we're trying to be straight up to the broom.
Yeah.
And we're usually trying for that inch to inch and a half set, just
Yeah.
that our rocks travel and track nicely.
Yeah.
Which on great ice conditions such as this, it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
However, there's the odd time where you're playing maybe on straight ice, which has like less curl, and there's just that little bit of a set on the release can be harmful. In
Yeah,
fact.
like ice
So,
that floats.
yeah, it can be a tricky business to get through the set, but we find it runs pretty consistently across the board on our team.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice little hit
That's
there.
my bad.
Seeing a pretty
10-1.
defensive end here in the fourth.
Yeah. Yep, no team looking to take any crazy risks here.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, you're in a big final here. You'd like to keep the score pretty tight. You don't want to go for it one end and put all your eggs in one basket in one end. So I like how they're just approaching the game and playing it pretty clean and pretty cute and just being patient, really. I mean, you don't need to push the envelope too hard in the first half of the game. I mean, if you dig yourself a bit of a hole and go down a couple points, then you do. But I think these first couple ends you can get away with it and keep the score to a 1-0 game.
Mine's good. 15-6. Good throw.
Yeah, I got a technical there called on sheet 3. We have a guard that this is where it comes into play a lot with that no take rule being on the center that's just thrown. De Schiffert threw up a guard and Richards just nicked it. So if that rock remains on the center line, everything is good. However, if that rock has been removed from the center line, the rock will have to be replaced and the thrown stone will be removed. We've seen this several times this weekend. Jason Ginter going out there with the official measuring device to determine if it is on or off the center line. And it has been ruled on the center line, so no harm, no foul. That tick, the little tick of that rock had no effect.
This one coming in a little hot.
I think you do this. Easy.
All right, here we go. We have Nolan throwing a possible double attempt.
Whoa! Yep! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Oliver!
10-5 on this.
Big roll, big roll, big roll. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, 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 yep,
Great
yes,
roll.
Really
yes!
good roll there. Really good spot.
Yeah.
Roll perfectly
Oh, I
buried
can tell where the line is.
behind it.
Yeah, great
So
sweep.
Good
really,
throw.
really precise weight call and sweep
I'll do
there
it
by the
off
sweepers
that
to get
pick or
that rock
something.
fully buried off the roll.
Yeah,
It's the kind of precision you
I
need
think we
to
give it a
play
whirl.
with in the Excel Cup final,
Yeah,
and
like,
Yeah.
just gets you ready
you're
to play
playing it like
bigger
that.
games in the future.
Yeah, for
Perhaps
sure.
when you have a provincial final, you got to play with that same accuracy and precision. So
Yeah, you never know.
Nothing. We're running.
Yeah.
It's dead buried.
with curling being such
Yeah.
a game of finesse and inches, you can never be too precise. So really good team shot there by Burton. Davies going to try and rip the guard out of there, and if they get lucky, might even catch that back yellow one.
Clean! Clean! Whoa! Close! Whoa! Close! Yeah! Close! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Great shot. Nice.
Great shot there. Great shot.
Yeah.
Really good.
Great sweep by Nogler. Not panic or anything.
No, you do this.
Yeah.
Hit it. Yeah, let's just hit and roll.
Yep.
It's like a possible double on Schiffer's sheet here. Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
Little
Oliver!
more.
Oliver! Hard for peace, Oliver. Hard. Hard stick. Nine one.
Yeah.
That was medium.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't like done easy yet, really. So let's just bring down. So
Really haven't seen anything over curl outside in still this game.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be both teams playing it a little cute there, just trying to, don't want to get too cute to that center line, so just trying to, they prefer to push for the curl instead of hold it if it does decide to curl. However, I wouldn't be surprised if later in the game we see the skips tighten up the ice a little bit and start to really go after it.
I really like it.
Tight.
All there. We're back 8, back 12. We're back 12.
A little heavy. It's a little tight.
Line's good.
Back 12.
Oh,
Back
line's
12.
Line's good. Adam's raw. Whoa.
It's going
Whoa.
sideways.
Right off.
Yeah, Srock's got to slow down here. Just got a little bit of a big kick.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of a...
That's fine, Ronan.
That's good. That's
not a bad spot. Allows Burton to draw on top of it, but all in all, not too bad. Line was really nice.
Yeah.
Top 4.
15.
Okay.
So another really precise draw here for Oliver.
Oh, line's good.
Gotta go.
Line's good.
Gotta go. Look up.
Real. Real.
Both sweepers going head down on this, so
Nolan.
Yeah, just trying to keep that line straight early here and
Keep going. Wait.
stop it from
Really gotta
curling.
curl.
yeah.
14-6.
I think they could have gotten away with going a little bit later on it, so now it's really got to curl up for them, but I think they're okay if it gets to that back red.
He just popped it
This might
low.
leave Davies' little
Yeah, just a bit of a
something here.
Yeah, a bit of a aggressive sweep there by the sweepers. They went a little bit early and
Just ask him.
might not have needed it in the end.
I know.
But still put it in a pretty good spot and forced Davies to make a nice shot here. However, if Davies does elect to hit and roll on this, the Rock will still be behind T-line and allow Burton the same freeze path.
I've seen some rocks curl really good here once they cross the center line, so
For sure.
I'm willing to bet that this one
Sorry, yeah, 14.
might lose it behind that corner guard if
Yeah. Yeah, gotta be careful here. Don't want to play it too cute, but gotta call this one right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. Looks like a great throw.
Yeah, it looks like that's how he intended to throw it. Line's
There,
got
it's
to be
crossing
close
that
here.
center line.
Yeah, it's about to take off here if they're not careful. Looks like it's got a curl though.
Yep, it's still not.
Yeah, not a bad spot. Would have liked to get a little bit of a roll on it, but
Got a 10-8.
Fort.
Burton electing to play the same shot Davies just tried, and
It's
they're going to
not
hope
very-
there's curl up a
It
little
doesn't
bit
move
more
at
to get
all.
that roll under that corner guard. I think if they're able to do this, it'll put the pressure right back onto Davies, but it's a really tricky spot to throw this shot on.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Nolan.
Just board.
Hard, Nolan.
Just board.
Hard, Nolan.
Great sweep here.
Hard,
Look at
Nolan.
this.
Yeah, really good push, trying to get any kind of roll here.
Great sweep. Oh,
Great
man.
spot, really well managed.
Yeah.
Davies finds himself in a bit of hot water after that. Gonna have to make a nice one. Couldn't have made that any better, putting it right above T. Your top 4, can't freeze it.
It's okay. I don't understand why.
Did you get the decision though?
You're never gonna.
Yes.
Oh, it's like flat 5.
Yeah, we got some good atmosphere in the
He
ring
threw
today.
4-8.
Lots of laughs, lots of smiles behind and on the ice. It's always a good event when some of the teams that have been eliminated earlier watching, sticking around, having a good laugh with each other. So it's a good environment on Championship
corner
Sunday.
freeze
No hard
here.
feelings about a loss.
I think flat 5 is. Yeah.
Corner freeze, reaching draw.
Okay.
I don't think we ever chase it with big weight.
Yeah, we're going to see a nice
High 4, flat 5.
precise low weight
like
shot
this
here
flat
from
five.
Zach.
Like
These are
max to me.
definitely in his wheelhouse. He plays a very good, cute little game like this. So
Throwing from this hack, too, he'll definitely get a way better angle.
Yeah, well, he was a bit.
yeah, I don't think many people think about the different angles you see right-handed versus left-handed. I think a lot of people just there's so many people that are right-handed that you don't really think about it.
Yeah,
what the left hack is like.
Played with a lefty for the last I think 5 years now, and yeah, it always sort of tricks people when he goes to throw because he gets a different angle at the.
I like
heavy and wide. Heavy and wide.
Do you find it's a distinct advantage, or do you think it comes with a bit of a disadvantage as well? After the call,
I think
it reacts differently.
I think it's an advantage.
Make sure it's there.
Especially when I had my lefty playing Ethan Drysdale playing second, and typically when you're skipping, because I throw out of the normal hack, I guess you could say, and when you call line, say to like bury a rock around a guard, you call it for your hack almost, and then when you got somebody like Davies here, when Burton goes to play that hit and roll, he might have called the line for his hack. But then when Davies goes to throw, he's got a totally different angle. And so I'd find often my second, he'd get a good angle at whatever rock their lead threw around the center guard.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, a lot of teams that are all righties call their shots from the right-handed perspective and don't even take a second to realize or think about what it would look like from the left-handed hack against the lefty curler.
Yeah.
But just a bit of a miss there by Davies, coming up a bit short of the house, so giving Burton a draw attempt to actually sit two buried here. So this could be a big. Sweepers are calling a little heavy, not a brush on it. But we've seen a couple rocks come down here when they start to curl. Gotta stay second shot though. Yeah, it's not a bad spot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me.
Our house. All right.
Yeah.
I think we get. I think we should get shot. Yeah, I think we get shot.
We just had to push it further than our rad.
Freeze is very tempting.
Also very scary.
Yeah.
Play cute. Okay.
So what do we think? We have another interaction.
Yeah, let's call interaction. Timeout.
Yeah. He just has air.
Well, I'm inclined to want to make sure that the most they can get is 2. What I'm thinking.
Yep.
So I think you have to play this like some kind of tap.
The run.
Don't have to move far.
No, but you know, you play it.
Yeah, Davies got to be careful here. Pressure's on them to make a nice one.
Yeah, back line.
Right, that's
Yep.
fine. All you have to do is move it so that this rock is in the count. See if you can get the little chop and lie, but you know, don't be too cute with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yep.
Because even if you're shot and you're sitting right there, even if it rolls a little bit this way, he can't roll right.
No, we can't.
Right?
I just don't want to roll. I don't want to roll too far out and give him a double for 3. Right.
Yeah.
So, I think the play is to nose is good. Little roll in is
If you're concerned
perfect.
about that, then you can play it with hack.
I think that would
I think
be even harder.
I like backline.
I like
Backline's manageable.
It's fine. Different
Yep.
call. Davies' first call is the draw freeze, but Rob's talked
Yeah,
them
they
into
have to make
a
it.
bit more of a weight at it and trying to almost eliminate that yellow rock if they can. So the maximum score possible is a 2 if Burton makes a really nice shot.
Backline, I'm
So
thinking
definitely
here.
you can see the
Look
experience
max to you.
and
This should be
wisdom
good.
of Rob there, as the junior may have tried to push the envelope a little bit too hard there, gone for the freeze,
Probably
and could have given up a
adjust it,
3-ender, and when they didn't even look
Probably
at
a
the
shade
hit
more,
or
I
tap
think.
option, and Rob
Yeah.
showed them that, and they've decided that is the better call, so they're going to
Yeah.
play backline to hack at it, hopefully roll in a touch and force Burton to make a really nice throw here.
Yeah, you don't want to get too
So
risky
tap
and
and
ever
roll with backline.
throw it a little light and touch a guard, bring 3 into play.
Yeah, bring
Doing
the 3.
this, I think you're always
Do you
hitting
like
that
this ice
yellow.
or shade less?
Yeah,
playing it safe.
if Oliver is to get a deuce this end, you're only down 1 with hammer, so you're still in a good spot. If you give up a 3, now you're down 2, and it's a bit of a tougher spot. So, a little update on the girls' final. I think Richards here has a free draw, had to hit full paint for her deuce.
Oh.
So I think they were shot over that red on the side. So I believe
close game.
I believe their score is now 4-2 for Richards over to Skivert after 4. So they're going to go another fourth end break, have some snacks, rehydrate a bit, and get back out there.
Yeah.
All right, now Davies for his little hack waiter.
Wide, whoa.
Zach not too happy with the throw there, pitched it a little wide.
He's still going to get this yellow here, though, and that's the way to call it, I believe.
Yeah, it's got to curl up for him. Yeah, he'll get enough of it to eliminate it, but giving Burton the full 4 foot for his 2.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a miss throw there, a little bit of a pop, just tracked it out, and it just doesn't come back there. So you can see the sweepers.
That's still okay.
Yeah, it's still a good shot. You're limited to a maximum of 2, which still puts you in a good spot. See the team giving Zach his fist bumps. Just some encouragement after a miss. So that's good sportsmanship and good teamwork right there.
Curl.
Yeah, this is a sweeper shot right here. Sweeper's just got to manage it to the 4 foot. So you can see them just cleaning it in. Don't want to be light here.
This one here has got around 4 rotations to stop, and you can see it gets a little more curl than Davies' 5 rotations to stop.
Yeah, I think.
And on this ice, I think that might be pretty advantageous for Team Burton right now.
Yeah, and what a draw that was from Burton. Put it right on the top of the pin. Couldn't make it much better than that. So well managed from Team Burton there.
Yeah, great
They will
shot.
take a deuce to go up 2-1 after 4. Now both sheets are in their 4th end breaks. We'll take a little break here, and we'll be right back for the 5th end.
I also think you could take hair less on that. I mean, we undercurled on Oliver's, undercurled on yours. So I don't mind. We can, because we can hold and undercurl.
This last one.
Oh, like Sue?
The one you just he was a hair.
Okay.
So we got 5th end starting here.
Tight. Tight. Tight.
It's good. Spin up.
Back it up.
Back
Seeing
forward.
this a lot from Davies.
Back it up.
Back 8.
Going around the
Line's
center.
good now. Line's
Back
good.
8.
Line's good.
Back 12.
Eureka. Okay.
That was a 14.
Yeah.
That's what I call it too.
No mistake there. Coming deep. We're going to see Aiden Schneider try and make a good one in here. Top 8, top 4.
Yeah, just got to be precise on those draws. There's a lot of lead rocks are very important to set up the end, and
Yeah, the most important.
yeah, you'd rather keep those rocks just above tee, especially being down. Anything above tee is promotable and usable, so a bit of a miscue there on the throw, but I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back and apply some pressure. This looks like a nice one from Aiden,
look at that.
just skinnying that guard.
Oof.
Might be running a little deep here now with that sweep, so it will end up just back button, allowing Davies that freeze opportunity, but had to go for line there. So beautiful manage.
Time to 15-4 on that. So
That is
it's good speed.
yeah, speed is holding up very good, and it's been holding up really good all weekend. So big shout out to the ice makers here, Mike Libis and Peter Keenan. They've been doing a wonderful job all weekend, and
For sure.
every draw they've been making great ice the whole weekend. So
Yeah.
big shout out and thanks to them.
Sure. The ice is like this just normally, you know. This isn't a whole lot different than what you see in league. even.
I mean, Okotoks has always been one of my favorite rinks to curl out of. It's always very consistent. The rocks are good. Everything's always good. It's always a good atmosphere. So
Sure.
just good to see. Love this rink holding it's such a prestigious event for the juniors every year, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, because of the good ice here, I feel like Okotoks is really grown as kind of a higher performance facility in the country. That's why events like this can be held.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, you definitely want to hold your bigger and better events where the ice is in better conditions. So having a rink like this, where Mike and Peter are they're very prideful in their ice and take a lot of credit and pride in it. So it's you can see that, and it translates to events like this when we're able to play these big games and have the high caliber junior teams and puts them on a good playing field for both teams. So it's really nice to see.
People traveling from other provinces as well to come play on this ice. Yeah.
Well, but you got to get off when I said there. Oh, that was 11-8.
Didn't quite see what happened there. Looks like we're just going to draw around the center.
Yeah, having those two rocks back 12 there, it allows a bit of catcher, so a bit of wiggle room here for Davies.
Oh, little switcheroo.
Little wrong rock action.
Yeah.
Good to recognize that, if you're throwing the same rocks and it might not be the order you're used to. Definitely good to realize that and keep it consistent. So good catch there.
These U of A teams are big rock matchers. So
yeah, it's definitely a skill that's becoming more and more prominent and important, is being able to match rocks. And you see it in the pregame practice a lot, is being able to throw the exact same throw back-to-back attempts and really be able to match the rocks and figure out if you do have perhaps a mismatched pair or a rock that doesn't react like the others. So yeah, U of A definitely is one of the stronger teams in that area, so it's good to see that they recognize that.
Oftentimes it's really just superstition too.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
For example, I don't think we threw a set of rocks this weekend.
No.
Straight up, I think we threw four games where we were throwing different numbered rocks just because we speculated or had a superstition about some rocks. So it's quite interesting to see what order people like to throw. And
yeah, everybody's got their own opinions.
Yeah, you also see some superstition in some teams. For example, I am a big sock guy.
Oh, yeah?
If I lose a game, I can no longer wear that pair of socks.
Really?
I go through a lot of socks, James.
I bet.
I
Yeah.
go through a lot of socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deep.
Never been too superstitious myself, to be honest. I don't know. I just
Not a superstitious guy?
no. I don't know. I just as long as you show up and play good.
I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you show up and play good,
Yeah.
good things will happen. But I mean,
Yeah.
a little luck and a little good luck socks, I don't find it tends to hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, you definitely do see some teams are a little bit more superstitious than others. I know some players only like to throw a certain color or eat
Yeah.
a certain thing before a game. So
Yeah, certain music.
yeah. So it's a very interesting thing, especially on the junior tour. There's tends to be a little bit more superstition.
Do you have any pre-game rituals?
I do indeed. I have one playlist that I listen to
Yeah.
for music during a game, and it contain I listen to the same 6 songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to name any?
The number one is "Lose Yourself."
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a good
Eminem.
pump
Yeah.
yourself song.
Yeah, just something to get me going before a game, especially like this weekend when we were on the ice at 7:30 in the morning. Just needed a little pick me up and a little extra motivation. So
Yeah.
I find a lot of Eminem and hip hop gets me going.
Yeah, well, sometimes you'll find you only have one shot, hey?
Yeah.
I didn't get a time. I think that was easy.
Are you going to let it slip, or?
Felt like similar kicks to my other one.
I don't know. Might be a secret. Can't give away all my secrets on this stream there. Gotta keep some cards hidden. It's crucial information. Wouldn't that be? I wouldn't want it to be used against me, How about you? Do you have any pregame routines?
Not really. Just stretching, make sure and I don't hurt. I'm getting old,
Fresh out of juniors, and he's already thinking he's getting old.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Time flies. and,
Time does fly.
Yeah. I don't know. I never really listen to music or anything too much. I don't know. I just stretch and
Just stretch it out and go play good.
Yeah, go play good. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not really a very superstitious guy when it comes to curling, at least. I don't know.
That's fair. Do you believe in the look good, feel good, play good motto?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I believe that'd be pretty effective.
Yeah, that is another one of mine. I do believe in the look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah, for sure.
I do try and look my best out there. And
there's a thing with football. You had to wear your dress shirt and everything, right? So
7-7.
Hockey players show up in suits.
yeah, I have indeed showed up to the rink before a big game in a suit.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah, there's definitely some merit to that. You definitely see that out on the ice in the last couple of years. There's a lot of shoe game. Some nice shoes out here on the ice. With the Burton brothers having some mismatched shoes.
Yeah, I mean, the whole brother aspect of the team was quite interesting because, I know I used to play mixed doubles with my older sister.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you, it did not go well.
Oh, yeah.
I learned very quickly that I cannot curl with family members in competition.
Yeah.
It was so bad, in fact, that our mother offered us $5 for every game we could get through without arguing. I never saw $5.
Oh, yeah.
We played 4 big events and league once a week, and we could never make $5.
Yeah.
So,
those siblings, man.
Yeah, so there we can see those are the mismatched shoes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Aiden Schneider, too.
Aiden's got some nice customs. I mean, I am a big fan of the custom shoes.
I'm jealous. You seen Halushaks?
They are very nice. It's kind of funny. I got my custom shoes the middle of last season. They finally came in. And 3 months later, I started using them and was happy with them. And then I got a call from UFC. And when I was choosing my customs, I was torn between black and purple or black and red. I chose the purple, and now all we wear is red.
Oh, yeah.
So now my shoes look a little out of place. But I'm a big fan of the custom shoes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
What kind do you get?
I got the Nike Metcon 8s.
Yeah, those are common.
They are very common.
Yeah, but they're good.
They are good.
That's what I was thinking of getting.
Although, I did see that Curler's Corner did post a picture of custom-made cowboy boots and the curling shoes.
I did see
and
that.
I am very close
Yeah.
to turning a pair of cowboy boots into curling shoes.
Yeah,
I just don't know if I can do that to cowboy boots.
Yeah, it would be a little bit of a shame, hey?
It would be a shame to ruin a nice pair of cowboy boots and get them to curling shoes, but I would look the best out there.
Might add some horsepower, hey?
I think it would. I think my peel would go from a 7-second to a 6-second pretty quick.
5.
Yeah, I don't doubt that I would be throwing 5-second peel with cowboy boot curling shoes.
Yep, no doubt.
Yep.
Let's see, so Burton's
gotta go higher than
looking
that.
at guarding. They're
Doesn't
shot
matter if
right
we're in.
now.
Yeah, and there we can see those are Kinley's mismatch pair of curling shoes. So really, really interesting there as we talk about curling shoes. But yeah, definitely, you can definitely see the brother dynamic, and it works. They managed to work through their brotherly quarrels and all that on the ice, and they seem to work and play wonderfully together. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah. They know how to get the best out of each other too, with living together for so long, growing up with each other.
Yeah,
so,
I mean they've known each other arguably for the longest on the team. You could probably imagine. So yeah, I mean, bit of an interesting end shaping up here for both teams. Burton is shot rock at the moment, but that red is a danger rock.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a nice way of dealing with it right now.
It's also looking like that back red in the back 8 would be third shot as well. So removing that red on the button there could result in 2 or 3 if Davies can rig it.
Just got to be careful here. They're trying to eliminate this red rock. If ever it catches on that back yellow and stays in, you have 2 lonely yellows to 2 reds at the back house that could come and bite you in the end. So got to be precise here. But both teams are capable of being precise here.
Yeah.
So
Aiden referred to being able to hold the rock here.
Nice easy here.
Yeah, and that's good for a sweeper to recognize that this is sweeper's ice, especially on the hold versus the curl. So probably going to see a good sweep here from Aiden to be able to hold that rock.
Soft.
To be precise.
Soft.
But if needed, Oliver is a big, powerful sweeper, so he will be able to curl it in a bit.
Sure.
So looking real close here.
Good, really nice.
Really nice shot there.
Yeah.
Really good throw. Got that bit of a smidge of a roll so that the double is out of play, and remaining 2 on the pin and top 4.
Notice the skill that Burton had there to know he could not set that one out. You mentioned he threw it a little bit softer.
Yeah.
And the sweeper held it as well. So a great team.
I think we're just playing bump.
Shot.
Yeah, great team shot, well managed.
Try to stick
just that knowledge of what the tolerance was, and especially I think that.
I don't think we'll have to play it super tight.
That he can hold the sweep and just like allows
so
Kinley
bump
to
here.
be that hair
That looks
tight
like
and not worry about ever like crashing on the guard or over curling and hitting your own out of play, and just allowed the confidence in the throw. So really, really well played there as a team. Forcing Davies to a tough shot here, going to try and eliminate some yellows. But I don't think he can get more than 2 yellows moving here.
Davies will be able to see a bit more of this too.
Yeah, being the lefty, but I don't think he has enough for the double.
Yeah, it is really hard here. But
you never want to get too cute on the trying the double and ever clipping that guard, and just allowing Burton to make an even better guard. So got to be fairly precise here.
Yeah. Trust Davies can make it. I've seen him make a lot of these good shots.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We're likely going to see a bit more weight than we've seen this game. Probably going to be about a normal. Just trying to get 2 rocks to go, I think. I'm seeing a 9-7.
Okay. Yeah, it should be close.
Yeah, I think a 9-7 is what he's going for.
Great save.
Tight. Hard!
Great sweep.
Great manage.
Yeah.
Good try, Zach.
Yeah,
Wow.
so close. I think that is about as good as you could have made it with that weight.
Yeah.
What?
Held it super straight.
Yeah, got by the guard by with not a lot of room, curled up just a touch, and just that you can just see that shooter just rolled off a bit more than they would have liked.
Same.
So this is allowing Burton the hit and roll to a really nice spot to really force the action on Davies last. So Davies could be in trouble here if Burton makes this one as good as we know he can.
Might be in a similar situation to what he just saw in his last one. So.
Same way here. Little more.
Easy. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, a bit of a sweep early here, holding the line.
Yes. Yes.
But
No roll.
they might be catching a little thinner than they would have liked.
An 11 on this.
Yeah, so I think just a touch down on the weight and just not quite as precise of where they wanted to hit it. Just had to hold it for line. So
I think
Davies will have a no shot for one here. I don't believe there's a shot for more than the one. I think it's just buried enough that you can't quite catch the double.
Gonna make him us. What? Yeah. Well, even just plays.
Davies has to be a bit careful here. He can always roll in, but can't really roll out towards the wing here. Doesn't have a lot of room, so probably going to see a similar weight. Should run the same, and they'll be able to hold it for a nose hit here.
Why
for
would
the
you
one.
ever gears further just so you couldn't hit and roll under?
Just hack here.
Okay, we're looking for hack.
Like this broom.
Yeah, so probably going to be close to a 12 to 12.5, and should
12.5.
run really nice here. Yeah, that's a great weight selection. I mean, a lot of these junior teams have so many different weights to choose from, and they can be so accurate with it that, you know, you can choose anywhere between like every half-second increment to even a second increment, and like really be precise with that weight to get the best outcome possible. So.
With Butler sweeping here, he's going to be able to hold this really straight.
Yeah, all four sweepers on this sheet able to hold and push rocks.
Whoa.
So some of the top sweepers here on these teams.
Yeah, for sure.
12.
They like the weight, but just tracking a bit here. Gotta push it in to get close to nose. Might be in trouble here to give up a steal if it rolls too far. And it will indeed roll a bit too far, so it'll be a steal of one for Burton.
Great weight call by the sweepers. They called a 12 out of his hand, and I got a 11-9 on that. So
yeah, so really good sweepers. Like these all these sweepers on this sheet know exactly how to call and manage rocks beautifully. So what a steal that was. That was a big momentum swing. If Davies were to make that shot, they would have been tied, and now they find themselves in a spot where they're down two with hammer and six. So Davies, now it's time. They have 3 ends left in game, so they got to hunker down, grind it out a bit. They're not going to give up. Still lots of game, but they got to be a little bit more precise.
It'll be interesting seeing Davies being more of a defensive team here. They've been hitting a lot of rocks, and now they're going to have to change gears and try and play more of a draw end here in the 6, I believe.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Davies is going to really have to push the envelope here and go a bit more aggressive, whereas Burton, having the 2-point lead might be a hair more prone to play pretty defensively and wanted to keep it pretty clean. So they're probably going to be drawing top 4 here.
Yeah.
Aiden has thrown a lot of these this game, so.
And to see what Davies does here in the 6th end.
Yeah, I would be surprised if we see one or two corner guards being thrown up here. So
maybe learn from what these UVA teams are doing.
I was trying to throw hack there, and I said, probably back one. Yeah. This year.
We're doing good. The upstairs people like us.
Yeah, nice submission.
Yeah, really nice draw there by Aiden. Really good placement. So we'll see Davies here put up a corner guard.
Yeah, I think you can go there.
Tight, curling early.
We've seen a lot of rocks here curl off that center line, like you were
Really
saying
gotta go,
earlier.
guys.
So we haven't really seen a few hit this path yet. So
Keep her going, boys. Hard.
got to be a good sweep here. Got to get over that hog line.
This one looked a little
softer out of the hand, maybe, and just a little light.
Yeah, I didn't time it or anything.
Yeah, I think maybe a little light, maybe a little soft, but well managed by the sweepers there. They got it over, in a good spot. Nice high guard, so you can probably get a second guard under there a little bit tighter if you'd like. But
Snyder threw a great first rock here, so we're going to see his second rock come off.
Yeah, beautiful placement on that first one there. You don't want to be too close to the button where you can allow freezes and little taps, but that top 8, top 4 is a perfect positioning. So now they can go top 12 and really try to create some pressure here on Davies.
Don't want to over curl here.
Yeah, you'd like it just to be just on center here if you can. Like to be a little tighter than this. You'd like to get it just to the bottom of the ATB logo.
It's a great shot.
So great spot. Guarding it beautifully.
Six end, great throws from Aiden there.
Yeah, really good. Really consistent throwers throughout this game so far. You've seen his setups have really been precise, and that's been giving Burton the tolerance and the
I think this guard is kind of useless.
room to work
I think we need
that
one
he
here.
needs to set up some bigger ends and some pressure. So really well done there by Aiden.
It's interesting we're seeing Davies throw double corners stacked on the same side.
Yeah, Davies are definitely going a bit more aggressive here, and Adam has been doing a good job of setting them up. So pressure's on him a bit here to get two more nice guards so that Davies can hopefully build up an end. So should be a little bit deeper than his first, but not too much. Can't slide in here.
Great throw.
Head tight.
Coming off.
Tight.
Half tight.
Tight.
Yeah, the sweepers are calling it tight. Got to be careful here. Can't slide in, so got to sweep for line, but
just coming off that center line there.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate miss there. You don't really want to guard up that center line too much because that's where Burton's going to be wanting to play. So by bumping that guard over to the center line, Burton has the ability to go under and really put the pressure on them now.
Soft, but maybe he's just coming off the peak.
Bit of a rare miss there from Adam to miss that guard.
I also got a 5-7 on that rock, and Davies just mentioned that it might be coming off a peak there.
Yeah, like you were saying early in the game, we've seen a few teams get caught by the pass here. Most of the game, everyone's been throwing outside in towards the center line, so haven't seen too many rocks out there. And when you're in the sixth end of a game and you're throwing a new spot, it can be tricky like that. So
that inside out curls,
yeah, for sure. A bit of a peak there, so hopefully Davies now recognizes that. But I think they managed it as best as they could there.
Sure. It's good.
Really gotta curl. Gotta curl a ton.
You can go.
Make sure it's deeper.
15.
Really gotta go
Yeah,
on.
really good weight there. Team Burton seems to have a really good handle on the pass and know what the speed is all over the place. So it's a really well executed shot by Nolan. We have a score update on sheet 3. In the fifth end, the Skiffert took 1. So the score is currently 4-3 for Richards, with Hammer playing 6.
Yeah.
So really tight game over there as well. I mean, both teams have been playing really well. It'll be a battle right to the end for both games here. Love to see it on a championship Sunday in the finals. So
yeah.
Tight.
Hard.
Hey, line's good. Tight.
Didn't quite set this one out as much as they typically do. So this one's just going to curl a little bit more. But
yeah, I think that curl will actually help them once they're by this
work
rock.
In their favor for sure.
Kind of want to set up a bunch of freezes and little taps here. So really well managed there.
That's a great shot.
Yeah. Doesn't get them shot right away, but you're in a position where getting shot right away isn't your first concern. Your first concern's got to be rock positioning and placements that they're usable later on in the end to maybe get a big end
I think
go
the
in.
intern's better though.
Shows how adaptable
I like
this
this
U of
way.
A team is.
Yeah, you see a
Like
lot of
intern,
younger
yeah.
teams make the mistake of thinking they need to be shot all the time or as quickly
Oh,
as they
yeah.
can. And you can actually get yourself into trouble by doing that because you allow the other team to set up some big sneaky ends by not being shot early on and getting a lot of top rock positionings. So
Yeah.
really well crafted there by both teams, being able to recognize when to go for it and when to just set it up a bit more.
I'm kidding. Where? Whoa, whoa. We're over curling, we're over curling.
2-3.
Whoa, it's got sit.
Says over
Really got
curling
it set.
here. It's not.
Yeah, both teams just
It's
trying.
gonna stop in time.
Yeah, I
That's
think
good.
that's beautiful. A bit of a good, really good call there to try and just protect the holes and protect against the big end. Just saw a nice shot there by Team Richards, just trying to eliminate Reds to clear up a nice easy pass for their one, maybe a deuce if they can get something buried. But being up one with hammer in this end, they are a-okay with just taking one and continuing on, and being up two without is a great spot for them. So just trying to remove rocks.
Yep, sixth end here. Schiffert's just trying to get some around the centers.
And we have our first NFL final. Score update of the game. The Jags won. They beat the Buccaneers. It's a good thing I didn't put money on that game because I would have not picked the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And that NFL score update came from our cameraman, Zach Duncan, who has been here all weekend from Saturday to Sunday, helping with the technical side of the streaming services. So special shout out to him for managing all the technical side and cameras and mics and all that. So really well done this weekend. Nice little double peel there by Davies. Just trying to open up and expose their rock to promote, I think. So good shot there.
I like this one now.
Okay, right here. Like the in or the out?
Yeah, Davies is really looking to get to this end.
Yeah, Davies has to push the envelope a little bit. Burton's been in the driver's seat for the past end here, and
why do you think that is?
I think it's just coming down to weight control and management. I think Burton just really has a bit more of an understanding on how the ice is running and the speeds. I think the sweepers and the throwers have done a beautiful job of using their sweepers and throwing to their tolerance and really making the most out of every shot. I think Davies just had a few key misses where they've been a little heavy when light was better, and Burton's just been able to capitalize on those mistakes.
Yeah.
So you see another really good guard
position.
placement.
Yeah, it's a great position for that rock.
Yeah, Burton's still sitting two, so they're happy to just protect those two in the forefoot and force Davey to play some heavier weight shots, which lose their shooters.
Yeah, Davies. I was thinking this here too, but this is just as risky.
To play it safe and make sure it's thin.
Yeah, I think they're right. You gotta play it thin. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Davies in a bit of trouble here. They gotta open it up enough that they have the bail shot for one. If you go too hard for the deuce here, and they're not quite set up for the deuce, so gotta bail a bit and make sure they can score. You'd hate to give up a steal in 6 and put yourself down 3 or more. So I think they're just trying to open it up and expose a way to get their one if need be.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to be tight here, so I'm sure we'll see. Pretty good shot here.
Yep.
Super.
Yeah, gotta go. Little tight out of the slide. So he's gotta hold it to get the double. Oof, bit of a costly mistake there. I don't see that too often, missing that, but that was.
I believe that was still the right call.
I do believe that it was the right call. On your tolerance, you'd rather hit thinner than thicker because you avoided the jam.
Yeah.
That
happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. We all miss, but just got to limit those. And
done it all the time.
Yep. Yeah, there's a reason we're not playing on Championship Sunday. So
that is for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, just a bit of a costly mistake there. Burton now has room to capitalize on that.
Really gotta go line.
Great sweep in here.
Yeah, gotta hold the line. Weight's good for halfway. Just might over curl here and expose a double. Yeah, and it does indeed just over curl a bit.
Yeah, just a little more rotation on that one than normal.
I mean, it's still not a bad spot. That is a very tight port if Davey does decide to go after it. And well, Christmas tree too in the Christmas season.
I think that it almost always jams too. It's
really I don't
hard
think there's a way you can
to,
get both of those being locked together. So I mean, I could see you if you play the port, you got to play it pretty cute. You also do have that red run, and you can actually stuff it and be in a better rock positioning.
Yeah.
Danger is if you ever miss this and eliminate that red rock, you take out that opportunity to play the slash. So it's you only get one shot at this, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is one of those good opportunities when you got the coaches out there. You got Rob Krebs standing behind Davies right now, and I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff running through his head. And this could be an important time in the game where you might decide you can maybe talk to the coach.
This is a moment where you gotta you don't want to take too much time and talk about it, but you gotta be quick here and make a decision. And you kind of have to decide as a team, and as long as everyone's on board, you kind of have to commit to a shot here.
Yeah, I can see Krebs, a little head shake there, so he's got something brewing there.
Yeah, all these coaches out here. I mean, these coaches have been very well good at managing their team and thinking of outcomes and decisions. So it's good to see. I mean, I'm sure.
And then the option 3 would be a peel or a double peel.
Yeah, if Zach is not confident with the shot, I'm sure he will ask Rob for some assistance and advice here.
Yeah,
but,
this would be ideal. Yeah. Do you like throwing peel at it? Okay.
So you can see there they've elected to play this red slash into the yellows, and that was just a pure discussion about what kind of weight you can want to throw. And they like to throw peel at it.
Yeah, I don't mind a little less, personally.
I think personally I'd be throwing about a 9.95 at this, just to really bring your sweepers into it a bit more.
This is more of a line shot, not a weight shot.
Yeah, throwing peel, you eliminate your sweepers, and they can't really hold it or push it as much. Whereas if you throw normal, they can do a little bit more with it. So this will come down to how it's thrown. And
these guys are good though, so they throw them really.
Yeah, they know how to throw their peel.
And then you got Nog Dog sweeping. Oh. Look at that. It's pretty good.
Nice shot. Yeah, would have liked to keep that red on top, but all in all, it eliminated one of the yellows and kept the red rock there for another potential slash if need be. So pretty good shot.
Yeah, it's they got rid of those welded rocks.
Definitely a better situation than they were in before that rock was thrown. Still allows Burton to apply some pressure here. There is a port for that draw path to throw. It's fairly cute and fairly tight, but if they can ever manage to get through that port and get to nose of that yellow, they are back to putting a lot of pressure on the Davies.
It's really setting up to be a steal or a forced descent.
Yeah. Could see them also talking about the guard or maybe even the peel to eliminate that. I personally think I'm playing the draw through the port, trying to get top 12, top 8, and force a shot out of Davies.
Kind of a line shot anywhere in front of that B of ATV, I think.
I'd just rather be in, because if you do throw the guard and it overcurls a bit, you do leave Davies that red tap to the forefoot, and it would be buried. He might actually have a potential deuce build if he makes that. We saw Davies last night play against Whitmire in a must-win game, and Zach came out and made a 20-foot tap to the pin against 3 to steal 1. So definitely would be worried about Zach throwing that tap there. We've seen him make some really nice clutch shots, so you got to be precise here and apply pressure.
Looks like we got Richard's last shot here over on sheet 3.
Yeah, it looks like Richard's just throwing a hit for 2.
Hit for 2, yeah.
Little down.
That should send her up 6-3.
Hip wide. Whoa.
And she makes it beautifully.
Yeah.
So that'll be a deuce for Team Richards to put them up
Right,
6-3
girl.
over to Skiffert.
No, I'm good.
Team Richards looking really strong in this game.
Yeah.
Team de Skiffert's also looking really strong, but you
Yeah.
can tell they might be just a little bit tired playing this event three-man.
Players. Yeah.
It has been a tough grind of a weekend, and this is when three-man can be a little tough.
If it just stops higher, though, that's the only issue.
Good throw there from Kinley. Got through that port, fully buried.
Yeah, those are welded right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or we
that
draw
red
now.
angle
That's
is for the double, but still.
Zach's got to be careful here. He's got to make two really nice runs if he wants to score.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to make some noise here.
Yeah, let's make some noise.
Yeah, so that would be Zach referring to throwing some weight here and trying to kill those two.
Yeah. He's got it.
Yeah, I mean, if you make contact on this yellow with that red rock, I do believe it is a natural double, and both will go.
Yeah.
Just with how those two yellows froze up together.
Just peel.
Yeah, you can always hit it a little thin. And hit the top one a little high.
Little thin is okay. So you can err on the bit of the wider side.
Yeah.
Can't really aim to be tight here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can stick this almost edge on edge there.
Yeah. If you can ever plant this,
and go around.
you'd be looking really good, but really tough shot coming up here.
Yeah. About half. Yeah, half. Like this ice. I think you guys should be able to back it up a hair. Yeah. Good kick, good release. Yeah.
All right, so Zach is in the hack here, throwing the slash double. Gonna be a difficult shot here, but if he can muster it and pull it out and make this one, they will be sitting much better than they are.
Yep.
It's really close on the end. He likes it. Gotta hold the line though. Nice shot made by Zach Davies there. Definitely needed that one.
Yep.
And that is why you have him throwing your skip rocks. Bailed the team out.
Yeah, he's made a lot of those over the years.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw him approach that with a cool, collected mindset. He run the hack, wasn't really worried about the shot as he knows he can make them. So good to see that confidence and be able to execute like that in this big of a game.
Yeah, as much as curling's a gentleman's game, those are the times you really wish you could hit the celly.
Yeah, I would love to hit a celly on one of those, but it's not quite in the game. You do see the odd celly, but yeah,
Dunstone, little broom.
I mean, if you had to do a celly, any celly, what would you do?
Well, I don't know, probably like the knee drag, you know? Yeah, what are you thinking?
I was thinking, a little Superman slide into a swimming motion.
Yeah. Little swan dive.
Yeah, a little swan dive. What could go wrong?
Overthrew it. Just over.
Yeah, you see Burton there trying to make the hit and roll
11.
into the center guards and just overthrew it a bit. So just ran a bit straighter than they thought it would and actually hit the wrong side and rolled out. So Davies can either decide to draw for one here or take the blanked end.
Hold up. You gotta get that knuckle quick.
So I do believe Davies is electing to play the blank here and try and set up a better end in the seventh and take a deuce.
Yeah, being down one without after 6 is kind of a tough place to be.
So
you might see Davies going hard for that 2 again.
We saw Burton dominate this end a little bit and be in the driver's seat. So I think Davies is really going to try and be in the driver's seat himself next end and put the pressure back onto Burton.
Way more than 7.5.
Zach can throw some heat.
Yeah. Zach maybe getting a little bit of frustration on how this end played out there, and that shot to see through a 7-5. I mean, it's coming to the closing of the game almost, and you can tell both teams in this final both want that win. Both teams playing really well this week. that they got to be precise, they got to be accurate, and they got to communicate well here. So we're probably going to see a bit of a boost in their energy after that little post-end meeting, and they're going to try and drive this heat here.
One thing about this Burton team is they've known each other for years. The communication is sort of natural at this point.
Yeah, I would agree.
Davies is more of they're a newer team this year, and just kind of meeting each other for the first time.
Yeah, it definitely,
they're still learning.
Definitely takes that time to gel as a team, but I think they, all in all, being a new team with 2 brand new players from different provinces, I think they've done a very good job of gelling as a team so far. So definitely interested to see what they can do this season and how they can play together.
Off the ice, they seem to get along great. So
yeah, that's a big thing with curling teams now is you can't just have 8 good throwers and 8 good curlers on the ice together. You got to be friends on and off the ice to really be a cohesive team and really gel together. So it's nice to see now that teams have really picked up their off ice side of the team aspect. And it's a cool little thing to watch and be a part of.
Gotta be halfway.
Is there anything your team does off the ice that you guys think separates you guys from other men's teams, or?
I don't know. We've done just some like mini golfing sometimes, stuff like that.
And who is the mini golf champion on your team?
Not me, that's for sure. Tyler's quite the golfer. Tyler Powell.
I have heard that Tyler Powell is quite the golfer.
He is quite the golfer.
Although, does being a good course golfer translate to mini golf?
Apparently. At least last time we played up in Edmonton there.
You see, that is not the case from me.
Really?
I am a pretty good mini golfer.
Yeah?
Not a good golfer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No?
I'm there for the fun.
Need a little more long game practice?
No, my long game, I can hit the ball far.
Okay, yeah.
It's whether or not I can find the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got a similar problem.
Yeah, the finding of the ball has been quite difficult over the past season, but we're spending a lot of time in the indoor golf simulations, and you know we're feeling confident. We're going to go out there next season, and we're going to get a birdie.
Yeah. Look at this. This is stellar defense from Burton by putting that center guard edge on edge there. You're choking Davies' corner off, and if he ever plays that rock in the top house here, he's always rolling open side. We haven't really seen too many rocks over curl in that spot.
Yeah, so really well managed. And like I said, Aiden has done a wonderful job this game of setting them up beautifully and being very precise with his weight and rock placement. So as a team, like it takes. Both sweepers are managing his rocks really well, and Kinley's being able to call them. And you can see that rock is barely hanging onto that center line.
Yeah,
but touching that center line is crucial.
That is a great shot. Really choked that corner right there.
The Nog Dog is going to have to follow that up with a nice one here.
He will. Yeah.
But we've seen him throw some good ones, so I'm sure we'll see another one here.
Line's good.
I liked it. I thought out there.
Good communication out of the hand there. Adam indicating that he thought maybe it was all there out of his hand, so allowing that sweepers to work with it.
Line's good.
Perfect 5 rotations here coming in like this. Oh.
Yeah, beautiful shot there.
Man.
Curled right up. Got the curl they wanted,
and he got to the inside.
Beautiful rock placement.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was possible.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rocks under curl there, but they did not make a mistake there with that one.
No, he's good.
The Nog Dog is good.
Yeah.
Twice the miss here.
It's the reason he's on Team Canada.
Yeah,
that is true. You don't get the maple leaf on your back for free.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Nog Dog, he's definitely been frustrating to play.
I can agree.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those games where being such a tight-knit community with these players for years, I mean, just like the advancement of all the players has definitely become, it's a great thing and like wonderful to see and watch, but also quite frustrating at the same time, being a competitor and seeing all these teams get so much better year after year, even event to event. It's you always think, oh, we practice enough that we might have the leg up, and you go to an event and nope, everyone's been practicing and everyone is a high caliber curler.
Yeah, and everybody practices different things, and you never know what's right.
You never know what you're going to get out of everyone. So, but everyone here putting on their best efforts and
great shot there too.
Yeah, some great rock placement here by Burton. Really showing off how well they know the ice and
super defense.
Yeah. If they can hold Davies to 1 here, or maybe a steal even, they would be in a really good positioning play in that 8th end. So we're gonna see a hard, trying for a big force here, or maybe even a steal if they can.
Does it, I think it did. Does it go
early
back
to rip
onto it?
or?
Probably, yeah.
I think if you're Davies, you'd like to play one more draw, maybe even like a little tap or something. I don't like ripping just yet, because if you rip, Burton will rip also, and then you're playing for a blank again, and
it's
then you're
down 2.
Down 2 and 8 without is not quite a comfortable spot. You just like it right now. I think the biggest thing is the momentum. I think the momentum is all in Burton's favor right now. So even if you do walk out of this end only with 1 point, at least it is a change of momentum and pace.
Yeah, Burton's front end here is just put up an exceptional end right now.
They have since the 4th end, even this whole game, the front end for Burton has not been far off.
No,
I don't think they've missed 2 shots.
I can't even remember.
I can't remember a miss from the front end on Burton's team. So they have decided to rip. And they're rolling to a good corner, so
good spot.
Good spot,
Good angle over there.
Yeah, let's do. I really like that call there. Got to be careful with those, though. It's easy to call the peel and roll out, but really using that shooter is really smart and really
they got
useful there.
Two good angles there.
Yeah, 2 good corners, and they can even hit and roll off that top guard and maybe be able to bite the top 12 buried.
Yeah, this early in the game, though, you really don't want to be throwing that kind of run as a skip, though. So you want to, if you're Davies, I think you want to be trying to think of some other way you can change the end so that you're not chasing exactly.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, interesting call here from Burton. I would have liked to see an appeal maybe just to eliminate those corners to not give Davies any room to hide, but they're going very defensive over that 1 rock top forward, playing the center guard.
Yeah. I think we'll see Davies continue to peel here, but those corner guards might come into play. It is pretty early. Who knows? We'll see here. Great spot.
Really good rock positioning there.
Perfect.
Great technique from these U of A players. If you ever need advice on your slide, I recommend just looking at any of them throw. They all throw very similar.
Really good double peel there made.
And if you copy the tricks you see them do, you'll make shots like that in no time.
Yeah, they're very consistent throwers with their slide. You don't see a lot of variance in how they slide game to game, which really helps them, because then their focus can purely be on weight control and kind of go on autopilot on their technical side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say the biggest thing in a curling game is always consistency. If you can throw the exact same way every single rock, you get a much better read and feel for the ice and can be a little bit more precise. And Team Davies exemplifies that, and they've been pretty precise all game with only a few slip-ups. So really good to see.
You have any tricks that help you with reading ice, kind of, and helping to be more precise?
I think it's just a focus thing. I think every curler has the ability to read the ice very well.
Yeah.
It just comes down to who can focus on it the most and kind of remember and go back to it and
remember past shots.
Yeah, it takes a lot of focus and determination to focus on every rock. And it's easy to let your mind wander and kind of check out of a game for a little bit. But if you can practice and train yourself to be focused for every rock, I think you'll get a really good read. And especially for the U of A program, they do a really good job at training their athletes, both physically and mentally. And you can see that with Davies. I mean, he's not in a comfortable position right now, but you see him, he's cool, calm, and collected, and they're very focused, and they still have a lot of fight and a lot of game left. So you can see that all 4 of them are very focused here, so it's good to see.
Solid, 11.
some rocks. We've seen some curl here in the spot, so should hook in really good. Oh, look at this. Great. Yeah.
What a shot, navigating that port like that. Really nice throw.
Yeah.
I didn't get a clock. That's my bad.
Would have liked to curl or roll just a little bit more to eliminate this double, but
yeah,
they've just been shown the port is there, so Burton's likely going to try it and get the double.
No.
Kinley, inside out swings a lot more.
Yes, it does. Great.
This way, firm.
Great call there, Snyder.
Yeah, great there. And you can see that is a front end player who is focused on the ice, and he has a beautiful read of it right now.
Yeah.
And he's elected to change the turn of the call because going off that center line, you're likely to get some snap, even with big weight. So really good input there from Aiden Schneider.
Whoa! Curl! Curl! Curl!
It might go here, we've seen. Navigate that port just like that.
Great shot.
Great throw.
Yeah. Great call by Aiden there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden is quite the impressive junior curler. He has the ability to be very consistent. But I mean, all these players out here, any one of them can make any shot at any time. So it's great to see great caliber of junior curlers. Really good showing today.
It's like Team Schiffer may be drawn to split the house here for possible 2 or 3, and they're still in it for sure.
Yeah, lots of game left over there too, and
you cannot count them out.
Bit of a miss there from Team Davies. They racked on the red guard, just couldn't quite get through that port again.
Yeah.
But really good attempt and really close.
Yeah.
I saw that actually moving towards center.
Yeah, I thought that.
Team Richards here has to make a decision. Quite the interesting development over there.
Yeah. I've seen Richards make some of these doubles. So
Yeah, got to be pretty.
She's good.
Really good hitter here, but got to be pretty cautious here of that back yellow. If you ever go for that double and it actually, if it stuffs on that rock, you might actually just give it a shot for 3.
Yeah. Schiffer has hammer, and that rock is splittable. So
got to be pretty careful here. But we've seen some Graceland make some pretty impressive clutch shots as a skip, and there is a reason why she is the U of A junior skip here. So likely going to see some good weight here and really good management from her sweepers.
14-5.
I was thinking close to 13-5.
What? I did.
Team Richards is known for their consistency in games like this, and they also approach every game pretty cool, calm, and collected, and very focused team.
Great technique, being part of the U of A program. Very similar to Team Davies here.
So looks like her shot's running a bit wide here, but hopefully it'll curl up for her.
Got a 9-7
there it goes. It does curl.
That's a great shot.
Oh, just skinnied it.
Yeah,
almost clipped it.
It's the way to play it, though.
That is the way to play. You don't want to get too cute and ever clip that yellow, but I do believe they are out counting it. So they do have a hit and roll, I think, for 2.
Yep, split the house on her.
I think you just got to nose it here. You got to nose it, sit the 2, and I think Graceland probably tries that double again, but it's a really tough double. And if you ever get a mistake out of Richards, you might even be able to get a 3 out of her.
Yeah, Burton made a good one here, it seems. And
just played that through the port tap on his run top 12 and put it perfectly on the pin.
We got it. Yeah,
we got
to
team. They're on today.
Yeah, they
honestly don't mind just.
Yeah, they came into this game ready to play, and play have they?
Yeah, they've been in this final before, I believe, last year.
It was a few of their players. It was Team Hebert, which was half of Team Burton last year. They were in the final against Team Crow, my team, and had a good battle, but in the end they just came up short
And if
against
anything,
us. And
maybe I'm a hair
we were having a
tight
hot
and I
weekend,
hit
similar to
him
them
over
this
the corner.
weekend. So
Yeah,
it's good to see that
Go to
they're
when you're
able to play well
they,
this weekend.
Back line.
they know what they're getting into for
Yeah.
sure, and they're ready for this game, I think.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, they definitely seem to peak at this event, which is a great time to peak. This is a big event to win for tour points and prestigeness, and it does illustrate the winner of this event does come off as one of the top teams to beat, especially going
Back
into
line
playdowns
here.
and provincials.
Yeah.
So really good for their confidence and to show other teams
Shot
that
it.
they are here to play and here to win. So Davies has to make a good one here.
Just try to
but,
get as much as we can.
you know he's going to be calm. You know he's going to be focused on the hack, and
He can make a great hit and roll around this corner guard here.
yeah, got to be pretty cute with this one and call it pretty aggressively.
Yeah,
but if you can get the roll behind those guards and
Maybe a shade more.
sit shot, you'll be looking pretty here.
Yeah, they do curl nice as they
Yeah,
come
back
in
line.
right into the house in the spot.
Okay. Okay.
You can see in the edge of the frame here, Graceland has the same double attempt.
Nice kick. Good.
So she's going to likely throw it the exact same way. She picked the same turn and she just saw that path, so. Go back to that frame once these two rocks are delivered.
Tight.
Back 8. Back 12. Just through.
Great hold by the Nog Dog.
Yeah, great push there to keep the line. Got to hold it. May have left it.
Hard. Back 12. Hard.
Stick. Gonna be in a good spot though.
Yeah, good spot. Just had to call a little bit. There you can see Richard's shot.
Got a 14 on that.
Just
Might
a
have been off.
bit of the miss there by Richards. She just came up on the outside of that red, so it'll be a free draw for 2. Just have to
I just
hit,
like
try and bite the
worried
8. Even full 12 will get you 2, and then put them down 1 playing 8.
Yeah.
The Schifford just saw this path here.
Yeah,
a couple shots to go.
Yeah,
so
just through
How do we
it.
get her?
So she knows the path well.
very
So
confident they're gonna make this.
Yeah.
she knows her sweeper will get it there if she needs it too.
I know. It's like kicked it.
Energy levels may be running a bit low here, but adrenaline is a wonderful thing when you're playing the 6th end or 7th end of a final. Sorry.
We just. How much did we hit of that? Yeah.
8.
I think I needed maybe a bit more.
This is
weight
a
to get
sweeper
through
shot
that.
right here. It's all on her to judge it and
Right, I
manage
think
it by
probably like
herself.
a
I
low
think she's
three.
done a wonderful job.
Great weight and line call on that.
Yeah, just got to wait for it to sit down here, and sit down it will back 4. So it will
Great
be the
job.
deuce for Skiffert. And they will be down 1. Oh, taking a quick look at it. And it is the 2. So Skiffert will be down 1 without playing 8 against Richards.
It's a close game there.
It is a close game, and yet you can just see like little mistakes here and there do add up in the end.
I saw the Schifford earlier without Hammer. They had they're having really good luck with the center guards. So
Yeah, I
it'll be
mean, they're
interesting to see how this 8th end.
yeah, they
goes.
can definitely set up a nice end here and
No
play
way
it
we
well.
could plant
So
it for 2.
you can see Davies here. He's looking at some shot options
that's the
and
only
trying to
shot.
figure out a way if he can manage to squeeze out a deuce here for his team. But what a guard made by Burton there to really plug up that hole and make Davies' shot really tough.
Yeah,
I don't know what he has. James, what do you see? What are you throwing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how good that right red is, but they're not looking at it, so I'm assuming not very good. Yeah, it's a tough one. This Burton team's been playing really good defense here.
Yeah, Team Burton's just been able to capitalize on every little mistake.
Yeah.
Even like
Rob's
little
looking
half
good
shots
red.
and all that. Burton's just been all over it.
Wait.
So really precise game from Burton.
Yeah.
And you can see they're all feeling good about it and happy. And
See, I'm not quite sure. You can definitely get a half of that one, but I'm not sure if you can quite stick it.
yeah, I don't know. You don't
Rob's
need much
really
weight. You don't
looking
need to
on
push that
It's gotta
one
be
on the
close.
back button too far to get a 2. So I wonder if you could play the red tap
I don't think
with
I'm ever getting 2.
like back line hack weight just to move it out of the forefoot.
Turn up Krebs, maybe?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna. Yeah, I think that's what you do.
Okay.
So I think you can get two with bumper. You might get two with easy.
Yeah, I was thinking easier bump.
With your, whichever one you know better.
Okay.
Both of those are fine, and both of them are safe enough that this doesn't go into this. We might get 3 in the last end, right? So you don't want to have to get 4. Make it. Okay. You can make this shot.
Yep. Great call from Krebs there.
Yeah, great interaction there from like a shot-making perspective and a confidence booster. You heard his last few words to Zach was, "You can make this. You can make this shot," and that's really good. Knowing that our coach, especially one like Rob, who's been in the coaching world for lots of years and has coached some very high-end curlers, and just to know that he's behind you 100% and knows that you can make the shot is just a big and crucial thing for Zach going into the hack here. This is a big one for him to make.
Yep. Krebs even acknowledged that even if this isn't made, this is not end of the world situation, right?
No, Davies can definitely, like, if they make 8 great shots, they can definitely pull out a 3 if they need to, and they're just gonna have to hunker down and really grind out the 8th end. But if they can make this shot, this will put them in a really nice position. So this will be it'll probably be bumper to control weight, just trying to promote that red and tap that yellow on the pin out of the forefoot to get a deuce that they can. So it's going to be pretty tight to that top yellow, but I think, like Rob Krebs, the shot is there. It's just incredibly precise.
Angle it in.
Yeah, but like you said, even if they give up steal, they can get 3, right?
Yeah.
That's not,
we know Zach Davies is also really good at managing angles of rocks.
Yeah.
He has an incredibly good eye for reading it and knowing exactly where he needs to make contact on these rocks. So that'll definitely come into play here.
You like this?
Yeah. Let's make it here, Zach.
Yep.
Nice 10-5.
Good hack chat there, and let's see if Zach can pull this one out. So a hair big off the weight call. They're calling medium. They're going for easy. It's got to curl up for him.
Got a 9-5 on that.
Yeah, so just a bit of an overthrow there from Zach, which we don't see too often. So may have just got a little bit spooked from the hack and.
Yeah, when you're playing those really tough shots, sometimes it's hard to believe you can even.
Especially when it's precise as that. Like he had no room for error. He had about a millimeter's worth of a rock that he could have hit. So.
Yeah, 0 room for error.
Yeah, it's all good. We're gonna have another hack chat like post-end meeting here with Rob Krebs and Team Davies. So let's see what advice Rob Krebs can give them to really encourage and motivate them for this end.
You gotta wrap one with 2 around that corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So. You got to get it at the right depth.
Yep.
He's gonna put one in. We're gonna throw a corner.
Yeah.
They're gonna put another one in. We're gonna wrap around. They can't peel yet. We're gonna wrap another one around. We want to try to line those up because we're gonna guard it for a little while.
Okay.
Then we're gonna make a run in the middle.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have a shot for 3.
Sounds good.
That's how we're gonna do it.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay? All right.
Very good. Yeah, let's go.
Execute.
Great plan.
Yeah, a really good plan there, and that's like what Juve is known for is their playbook. We know they have a set of rules for how they'd like to play every end, and they plan for situations like this. They know how to play down 3, and they just got to put 8 rocks together, get a few key misses out of Burton maybe, and who knows.
Yep.
Game's not over till every rock has been thrown.
Yep. Expect Aiden Schneider to keep putting the pressure on this game.
Yeah, Aiden Schneider has been setting up Team Burton beautifully all game, so I don't expect anything less here in this end.
No. Guy's really good. Local curler, I believe. Too.
Yeah, he is. I do believe he is out of Calgary and has played a lot of Okotoks.
Yeah.
Especially back when he played with Team Keast.
For sure, yeah. Familiar name. He was in playoffs.
14-2.
Ben Keast
Oliver,
throws skip rocks on Team Elsingheimer, and they just came up short in an extra end against Davies this afternoon. In fact, bit of an unfortunate storyline now, and they were throwing a tap in the 9th end that picked on Ben's last. So a bit of a rough way to exit from the event, but all in all, a great game played by both games, and both teams, and Davies just got the better of it.
Yep, still a well-deserved win, though.
Oh yeah, well-deserved. They played really well and were really precise the game and got crucial makes. So yeah, no, really well semifinal played by Davies. So definitely deserved to play in the final here. And
what the?
Great microphone work.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could.
Let's see.
I can't hear you.
Got some
What do
rocks
you guys
in
like?
play here in the Schifferdt game. Schiffert's definitely got some opportunities to hide behind rocks and freeze two rocks.
Yeah,
just got to be a little bit precise here, as both rocks in the house do belong to Team Richards, and they are really happy with
Nolan, right to it.
their rock positioning right now in the house. They do, however, have two high guards that could be costly to them right now.
Yeah, being Richards right now, up one with hammer, I feel like just any rock and play kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, if you're Team Richards right now, you really want to play it really clean, really defensive, and just be able to
little tighter. Mine's okay.
keep red rocks out of play.
Easy.
So a bit of a light guard there gives Grayson an attempt to peel some granite out.
Plugging it up.
No,
Look at
that's
this,
like
Aiden Snyder,
he's just on fire this game. You're seeing him gonna lock one on here.
Look at the angle. So
that is beautiful. Beautiful weight control and management by this team on their lead rocks. Really getting set up in a good spot.
A little bit,
You see Davies here though, not deviating from Rob Krebs' game plan with them. They're just drawing them to the guard because Team Burton can't peel yet.
No.
So just got to make a few really nice draw unders here by the Nog Dog.
Nog Dog can do it.
He can indeed. We've seen him do it several times this game. So just got to make one last one here.
Line's good.
Weight's all there right
Running. Where?
D. Back T. Back 4.
Roll that.
Back 8. Back 12. Back 8,
Zoom in
back
as you
12.
watch the Nog Dog watches his shot come to a stop.
Back 8, back 12.
Oh, look at this.
A little bit strong under the hand, but line is great.
Yeah, I got 6 rotations to stop. So.
Yeah, just a little bit more positive out of the hand, which led it to run that little bit more, but weight control and management was beautifully executed. Leaves them enough room to stack a few on top of that red and still be buried, so really well placed.
We've seen rocks curl here, almost you can chase it.
If you take the guard, oh, that's pretty good.
No, I think.
It's like.
Whoa! Yep! Hard!
Good hold here from the sweepers.
That's fine.
They just nicked
Great
that
shot.
guard.
Yeah.
Really good.
This Burton front end right now.
Yeah, this Burton front end is really being the difference maker right now. See Graceland electing to draw around these guards now. She's trying to use them. She's a bit of a change gears. Looks a little bit heavy though, so we've got to take it back.
Ooh, this might give to Schifferdt the opportunity they want.
Really well managed and communicated by the sweepers on where that weight was. You never want to don't want to communicate that and maybe ever set up a pocket for the skipper to draw to. So well managed and well communicated.
Room. Lots of room.
All teams here playing these finals are really good at managing rocks and making the best of any shot that's thrown and how it's thrown weight-wise and line-wise. So really good to see that precision and execution.
Okay.
Not a bad spot for this guard. Would have liked it to be over just a titch more. But all in all, not a bad spot. Still a guard in their favor here.
I mean, what? Shot 3, yeah, medium.
Burton just going to eliminate this back rocket as it is open, which will unfortunately put a lot of pressure on Davies. Don't have a lot of rocks left to score a 3 with, so gotta make the remainder rocks count.
Here's where you learn to adapt. There's a lot of yellows that can be used here.
Yeah, as much as you'd like to stick to the game plan that was established in the post-game and meeting, you kind of have to adapt a little bit when there's unfortunately this many yellow rocks.
Okay, what was the weight on that?
Bit of an unexpected flash there from Nolan. You don't see that too often. Haven't seen him miss like that from him all game.
Good weight, just popped it.
So
those outside ins, you normally expect to curl, but
just didn't quite catch it. May have been a little bit on the hot side for the weight, but gives Davies a little bit of breathing room there, getting a miss. Seeing Richards
trying to draw.
The skipper just had a bit of a miss and was heavy and ended up back. So Graceland has another shot to draw around. She can put this one top 8. Bit open. She'll be sitting really nice and put all the pressure on Emma to make her last.
I think it's good.
Gotta make some shots here. On Team Davies. Got to make every rock count here and put them in spots where Burton can't rip them out.
Davies definitely has their chances here. There's definitely a 3-ender possibility the way the rocks have lined up.
Yeah, it's not over till every rock comes to a stop, and Davies just has to make a couple shots here and get some precise rock placement, and they can get a 3-ender to tie it up and go to an extra.
Yeah, I think Davies is just going to kind of move these around a bit. You want to kind of keep them back in the back of the house, though.
Can't eliminate them yet. It's a little too early, and it would allow Burton a chance to
really good,
move some granite. Here's a nice one being placed by Grayson Richards. Couldn't have placed it in a better spot.
Yeah, that's great.
Everything is beautifully placed right now, and Emma's going to have a really hard time being shot in a place that Grayson can't get to her.
Good.
Emma being down 1 here has to be shot when this rock comes to a stop. So she's trying to draw around that top yellow and just grab a piece of the 4 and put it in a spot where Graceland can't remove it from play. We've seen Emma throw some really nice, precise clutch shots. So
clutch shots.
Hopefully she can pull out one more and put this game to an extra for her team.
Might be a little heavier out to the wing. Oh no!
I think it's in a good spot. So speed should be good, but her sweeper knows the path, has been focused all game on it, so should be able to manage it and place it beautifully.
Yep.
On the hand, they like the weight. She's just cleaning it, so it's got to be close. Line is good. It all comes down to the weight here.
14-4.
Could be good.
Yep. Look at this.
It's got to curl up just a touch.
It's got to stop. Stop and curl. Hard.
Oh, it'll be real close. Could see some handshakes here if that rock went a little too far. Graceland might have to throw her last.
Oh.
And it is handshakes. That draw just went a little deep.
Really good try, though.
Really good try by Team Gifford. And what a battle they put up, being 3-man all weekend.
Yeah.
And they will come up just a bit short. Congratulations to Team Richards from U of A on winning the final and being the 2023 Excel Cup Women's Champions. They played great all weekend, going undefeated in pool play, winning their semifinal, and then going to win the final. So really well done and great weekend for them.
Yeah.
I think that's close.
Like, I think this is good.
I think we're
Let's go run
Davies try and go around this guard and set up a jam possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, that win for the U of A girls is big. Puts a little bit more pressure on Davies actually, trying to match them and make it an all U of A win.
Back foot.
So hopefully he's not thinking about that just yet, but gotta make some clutch shots and he might be able to push this to an extra.
Back 8.
Will, if anything.
Got a 13-6.
I think that might be a little warm.
Yeah, in the slide path, it should come down.
Might come down, but can't roll off too far.
3-6.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that may have just rolled. If it exposes the rock just enough that I think Burton can eliminate one of the reds.
Yeah.
You lose a yellow, but Burton isn't concerned about keeping yellows in the house right now. His sole focus is to eliminate reds and take out the possibility of a 3.
Yeah.
Giving up a steal of 2 is A-okay.
Yeah, even if you peel this yellow out, it doesn't leave the freeze.
No. And any rocks behind T-line actually hurt Burton, so eliminating that yellow behind T-line is almost better for them.
Similar situation to Richards.
Yep. Burton purely trying to run them out of rocks here.
Whoa! Yes! Whoa!
Keep going.
Is that an 11-6? Good board weight.
Yeah, really precise weight control from this team today. Really trying to keep all their rocks in really good spots and force Davies to
I don't mind
really
if you can tap it back, make a little pocket.
Yeah, that's a great call, I think.
Yeah, throw the same weight.
Yeah, all these yellows are Davies' friend right now.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a shade less, if anything.
Yeah, Davies has three rocks left and only needs 3, so mathematically there is still a chance, but got to be precise here.
That one red that's in there is going to be a little hard to get out.
Yeah, gonna have to throw some weight at it and take out one of your yellows to get it out, but
Mine's good.
Team Burton is
Where?
no stranger to throwing it
Well
hard,
then.
so got to make these next 3 count.
Got some more rotation.
Yeah.
Hard Will.
Gotta be over.
Hard
Gotta
will.
get closer, as close to nose and keep it on that rock as you can.
On
Don't
the
want to be
yellow, on the
open
yellow.
here.
Might be able to hit this and then get some separation on that other red.
3. Yeah.
Get a good angle even.
Yeah, I think if you're Burton, I think you're just. I don't know if you're worried too much about the roll, and I think you're just worried about eliminating that red right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too worried.
So
I think if I'm red or I'm yellow, I think I'm just hitting it on the nose with what I know, probably a controlled to normal weight, and just eliminate a red.
More, but I think it was a lot of like kick out actually.
Looks like you had a big extension.
I threw my actual release. I should have.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, well, a low roll on the red.
So trying to be really precise here. I mean, you can take 2 ways at it. You can either just hit it and get rid of it, or try this precise hit and roll. And Burton is trying to hit and roll on top of that red to make that hit on his next one just a bit easier. So really finesse call, but the team is feeling it in this final. So I do not disagree with the call at all.
No, they've been making what they're calling. So
Whoa! Steve! Whoa!
I don't think so.
Straight!
Just over curls a hair and gets to nose, but not a bad spot. Eliminates that one, and Davies has to make his next. All these reds count now.
We can hit that thin and still roll into the. That wouldn't be great. Yeah, and then left one.
I think I don't know.
Yeah, red's in a really tough spot. I think gonna get some advice here from Rob onto what to do.
Yeah.
Straight back.
Okay.
So that if he, obviously we hope he jams it, but if he tries to miss it, goes on to that. You've got to get it back to the full back 8, and you have to hope for a miss, right? But, but if you tap it back, he doesn't have a lot of room to navigate, right?
For sure.
So, but if you don't tap it far enough, then this is easy enough for him. So you've got to tap this thing so that goes onto it. If he was to hit it, right? So then he's going to hit the one that you're throwing.
Yeah.
So you want to square tap it and get it to
back 8.
Yeah. Even the half on the back 12, but full back 8, like far enough back that it's almost right in the 12. But you got to make it perfect. Like that's all I can tell you. Okay. Yeah. Just tap it straight back.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So you throw back 12 here.
You want to make sure it's not still counting your red after this. I think.
Okay. So I know what you mean.
Yeah,
But you want it really close so that it jams.
yeah, good advice there from Rob Krebs. I mean, they were looking at the hit and roll to freeze, but Rob
Back 12.
showing them that if you just tap that yellow back to full 8s, that red yellow pair jams,
I don't mind this.
then you might be able to get a miss out of Burton
Probably
instead of
minimum.
a 3.
Yeah, this was my first thought. I like it.
That's fine. Let's make this.
Probably do with a shade
If he
more.
wants to tap it just back 8. I think
Right on the beak. Yeah.
the 3. Yeah. My first thought was high 3. Yeah. So mid to low 3.
On the nose with back 12 weight. We want to just tap it so we want a nose tap, and it goes like biting the back 12.
Yeah.
Good communication there from Davies to his sweepers. Got to make sure that all 4 of them are on the same
You like
page.
the size of back
Exactly
12
where
or
this
hairline?
rock needs to
I
be
think
bumped
that's
to.
close.
Yeah.
Looks like
We're gonna have Nog Dog on the inside brush, so
Yeah.
Always an advantage there.
yeah.
This is the curlier of the 2 sides. Yeah. Yeah. You got it, Zach. Let's go, bud.
All right, word for this shot is precision. Got to be precise on everything. The line call, the weight communication, and the management of this.
I got reset.
See if I can pull another one out.
Jeez.
Ooh.
No. Take your time.
I'll reset.
Yeah, got to reset here. Got to take your time. This is
We've got tons of time.
Yeah,
It
you could
turns out
give it
we've
least-
got
You're
around
good.
3 hours to play a game, so
yeah, and well, we are. This game started at 1:30 and it is 4:15, so it has been a bit of a long game. But in a game like this, we're both in like this. Got to take your time.
Light and tight.
Back 12. Just through. Just through.
Nog Dog.
Just through.
Too good on it.
Clean. Close. Yep.
Just a bit of a
Yep.
really good
Yep,
sweep
hard.
here.
Push,
Got to
push,
keep it
push, push,
straight.
This is perfect. Look at
Yep.
that.
Yep. Nice shot, Zach.
What a
Holy-
shot.
yeah.
Great,
Attaboy.
great spot.
Oh,
That's insane.
no, really good.
That's really
yeah,
good.
you can hit it like a hair high. But no, don't want to hit that low. Yeah. Medium.
We
Medium.
apologize for that little F-bomb drop there by Zach Davies. He actually thought he pushed it back a little too far, but made it perfectly.
Yeah.
Davies really hoping for
Yeah, gotta have a
jam
miss here out of
here.
Burton. That red's gotta jam somewhere, and
Whoa! Clean!
they're liking it through the hole, perfectly thrown, and that'll be handshakes. Davies does not have a shot for 3.
great performance by Burton.
Yeah, really good game by both teams, but Burton was just on fire and
Yeah.
did not miss much tonight. So
No.
bit unfortunate for Team Davies. They just had a few key misses along the way that just led them to be that down 3, and but really well played by both teams. And congratulations on both teams on making the final, and a big congratulations to Team Burton.
Yeah,
They should
and
be
Team Davies.
Yeah, and Team Davies as well. But Team all the rink staff here, including the concession and the ice techs, and all the volunteers who have helped out along the way, and another one to Zach Duncan for running all the technical side of the stream for the past 2 days, and all of our commentators. Thank you for listening, and thank you to James Balance for joining me again for the final, and catch you next time.
Yeah.